You know, so I be that. Until ne meka brofo kakra na maka twi. It be most of us all international kabrofo. Me, I don't believe charity begins at home. But because of the conditions that we find ourselves in, maybe our family in maybe in Nigeria or maybe in Togo, maybe. But you're frafra and your bonnet. It is all Tichina no akabi. Say so no problem. But the conditions, I wish we could just speak one African language, you know. So, because our focus is on us, you know. If you're an African, this message is actually for you. And we African youth pay attention, listen, pay attention, listen. The future. I remember just the other time, almost the future 20 something. Now we are in 2023. It's amazing. So 2050 will just come just you know, at the snap. And you will be, maybe now you are 20 years, maybe now you are 30 years, maybe you're now 40 years. 2050, 2060 will just come. Now, before it comes, what are some of the things that you have to know, you know? And so share it with your friends. Now, you never know. Your mind can be changed just by hearing something. Man can decide, oh, me kwa kukumi ho. Na fi watinyumbi na asesana dwen. And as obi aka asem bi akire no. Na asesana dwen. The battlefield is the mind. The mind is the real battlefield. The mind that you have is the battlefield. Now, if you lose your mind, or if you lose the battle in your mind, you have lost the battle in life. You win with your mind first. You know, the battle of life, it is the toughest of all. You win in your mind first before you actually win in life. So if I want to make you fail and lose in life, I will make sure that I attack your mind. And more, in Ghana, in Nigeria, especially in Africa, your mind is at war constantly. So the things that they are showing to us on TV, the things that they are teaching us in our schools, our homes, in our religious centers, we are winning there or we are losing there. And sometimes I become sad a bit when I watch what we show and the things that we promote on our continent and in our country. Others can others can do whatever they want to do. But you pesi ekono. You pesi mind develop. You mrante ne mabawa epe adwuma ye. You for for desert so ako Libya, ako Kuwait, ako America, ako Brazil. We cannot be occupied with jokes and realities and sports and entertainment and comedy and fun. The percentage is too high. The percentage is too high. So if you're a youth here, listen to me. You can chart the life that you want. You can create the life that you want. You know, and what is occupying your mind today is what you're becoming tomorrow. So if you have not read any of our books, this is Resilience. You know, it is about strength. Life is about strength and courage. You cannot be successful in anything that you want to do if you're not ready for the battle of life. And nobody is going to fight for you. You have to do the fight. Because when the money comes, you'll be the one to say that, Mia Misika. You know, and this one is perspective, how to develop the mindset to build your own business. We are not an industrialized economy. When we were children, they were talking of graduate unemployment. Now we are no more children. They are still talking about graduate unemployment. You know, so don't wait for somebody to say that I'm going to pay you $10,000 for a job. We have to develop our continent and we have to develop that mindset to build industries, and the responsibility is on us. This one is about money. But if you went to school, they taught you chemistry, physics, biology, like I did pure maths from Bugwari School. And you call Kwame Nkrumah University. So right from there, they have even prime you to be average. Just when you finish school, just go and look for a job. And then when you finish school, nobody's giving you a job, you become frustrated. So you go to school for the certificate and for the course content. You educate yourself for life. You educate yourself for life. And that is the responsibility that you have to have. And say you complete school around 20 years, 20 years, 23, 24. Even if you didn't read any book, from 25 to 45, build that knowledge for life. Build that knowledge for life. Whether you want to enter into politics, go there and be a clean man, change lives, be honest. If you want to build business, if you want to, any area that you want to be a researcher, you want to be a teacher, you want to be a police officer, study so that you can give the maximum of your talent. My friend Eric is an African American who he brought me these books just the other day, about 4 days ago, and I would want to show you, those of you who want to read, you must read. So read books. If you want to take the future, it's your responsibility. This is the gift of Africa. Look at it, search for it, use Amazon Kindle, or tell somebody to buy it for you, or go through town, look for them. These are books that I'm going to read. White Malice. He thinks that I love reading, and as a matter of fact, I've been reading. You must read. You must build your mind. That is, the mind is the battlefield. If you didn't hear, if you just join us, my name is Obeng Darko. I'm just talking to us, the youth. I don't know if I'm a youth, I don't know. But in Africa, everybody say we are the youth, and yet he has grandchildren. So maybe I qualify, I don't know. So build your mind. The first point I'm making is that the mind is a battlefield. You win or lose in life in the mind. So if you're going to win, you must win in your mind first. If you're going to lose, you lose here. So when you're talking to somebody and the words that come from their mouth, there is no hope. They have lost the battle of life. When the moment you see that somebody has changed the words that they're using, they are on. You don't have to have money in your pocket to be rich. It's the mind. You don't have to have, you can have money in your pocket. You can have houses and cars and still be poor because your language, you speak the language of the poor. So deal with the miseducation. We in Africa have been primed, have been conditioned, have been programmed to look at ourselves as nothing. And that's why constantly they are telling you that you are a third world nation, you are a poor country, you have diseases, UN is coming to support you, Japan is coming to give money to your people. Constantly, all that you see is that somebody would have to come to help you. Now, those things make you feel like you are nothing. It's a program. Your continent is worthy. Somebody had to make sure that you see yourselves as poor. So that's why you see all their companies are in Africa. They are mining your gold, your oil, your diamond, and they are still constantly busily showing everywhere that Africa is poor, Africa is poor, Africa is poor, Africa is poor. Constantly they are telling Africa is poor because they are targeting your mind. They are targeting your mind. That's why when you completed school here, you still say that I can't live here. I'm frustrated. There's no opportunity here. It's not you. You're just reflecting the program. You are reflecting that program. The program is what? You must see yourself as nothing so that the wealth you have here, you will run away and somebody else will come. And that's why when you drive through Accra, go to Kumasi, go to Sunya, go look everywhere. The Chinese are there, the Europeans are there, the Americans are there, the Lebanese are here, and the Africans are crying. The Ghanaians are saying that there's nothing here. They went for our mind, and we have bought that lie. So you went to school to get certificate. Now study to build your life. And that's why I showed you those books that you condition yourself. You will program your mind differently. If you watch TV, you'll be sad. You see those boys with suit and tie constantly showing us all the terrible things and bad things about our country. They are part. They have been overcome by the program. Okay, so deal with the miseducation. You are not poor. You are not the poorest of the earth. You are not poor. poor. You're not ignorant. Obi say, oh, be beneath your bed, then we are saying, no, it's not true. That is an ignorant man who is caught in that program. It's an ignorant man who is caught in that program. So he's telling you that somewhere is very rich and his country is nothing. And somebody is even telling you, if you can get out of Africa, get out. Don't stay here. And the same person, on the other hand, is telling you, we are poor. When are you going to develop? Now, if you go and I go and everybody goes, then who will be responsible for the future of our continent? So we are. All right. There's nothing wrong if you want to move somewhere, travel, go and see something. But don't think that you are going because you want to become successful. No. The successful are the ones who are here. Look for people who have built houses, 20 houses, 30 houses, apartments in Ghana. Look at how they finance them. You'll be shocked. If they are Ghanaians, majority of them lived here for a while. They have lived here for 20 years, 30 years. Something amazing about our country is that anything that you set your mind to do, in the beginning, the first 3, 4, 5 years, it will be so tough, it will be so difficult, it will be so frustrating. But after a while, once you start to get the grip, it becomes explosive. It becomes explosive. So deal with the miseducation. You went to school to get certificate, and abrabono ankasa de wusia. Obi also okay, brofono kura o kan mente. Ya kan bebre wo twi pebi. Na no obi frɛ me. Wo se me hyemafuo mo. Na audio no eno ana metie. O yen kruma. O domako. And so tie audio no. Why? Because the mind is the battlefield. If you get good information, you have won the battle. Okay, so some of you picked our books, you read them, and your mind is switched. Some of you heard our videos, watch the video, and you say, anything that makes you start to believe in yourself, you become confident. So, that is the solution. Anything that makes you feel like you're nothing, you can't do anything, that one is killing you. That one is not the solution. That one is a problem. So if anybody is teaching you that you have the capacity and you can start something from where you are, don't fight that person. Be open-minded. Be ready. That's something I've seen about our youth, especially those who have gone to school, the higher from, the secondary, the university people, especially. We'll come back on 20. As if there's someone can want a don't do that. Be open-minded. Be ready to listen and learn. Be ready to listen and learn. Be open-minded. There's a lot that have been hidden from you that you don't know as an African. That's what they are always constantly telling you. If I should ask you now, Dientina Africa airport, because constantly they're telling you that your people are corrupt. Constantly, you have to hear that. Your people are corrupt, you are poor. You don't have, that is one side. The other side is there's a lot to the story. There's a lot to the story. So be open-minded. Read. I asked somebody the other day, I said, this year or the last year or since you completed school, how many books have you read? Somebody told me, no, me, I don't like book is somebody's knowledge. I also want to find my knowledge. But you're always constantly, you're watching Manchester United. That is somebody's football. You're watching movies. That is somebody's creation. The way you exercise your mind is by reading, by getting new information. That's the way. And then to because Jim Albons will lift weight. No, be strong. I feel teams with me peja bibi. He can lift load. Why? Because he has trained for it. The way you can lift the load, because life is tough. Life is difficult. Life is just about solving problems. Understand that? Every day we share bibi. Who is go, there will be trouble. Now easy as Uska they are not just ones that are tough. But once you lift the strength of your mind, once you develop your inner strength, no matter what life throws at you, you'll be ready to solve it. You'll be ready to solve it. And so study, read, search, be open-minded, and be strong, be positive. Even if you don't live here, wherever you live, if you're Ghanaian, if you're an African, because that's my interest, be positive about life. Be positive and be strong about life. Be strong and take responsibility for your life. Don't wait for help. Don't be waiting that should be a miracle. Be creating the miracle yourself. Don't wait for God to come and change your situation. Change the situation yourself. You have waited for 20 years. It's not the responsibility of God. It is your responsibility. That's why the money came. When the money came to you, you decided to buy Wache or Kelewele or buy a phone or start a business with it. It's a choice. So it means that if you're not good steward of what comes to you, your life is not going to change. Don't buy that idea that God one day will change my life. The one day is today. That's why we are saying that change, develop yourself. Constantly develop. That's what I do. I listen to, I read books. I watch a lot of videos on YouTube. I'm watching the topics that will help me. I'm not watching for fun. No, the fun may be small. The comedy, very little. I'm building myself so that I don't give up in life. So that I don't give up on myself. So I don't give up on my people. So that I don't give up on my country. So I don't give up. No matter what people throw at you. People will disappoint you in Kwabena, you do sika in Kwabena, try and draw. So once you are, oh boy. Obembebu. What I say? So once you are, Obem Bebu. Intisia. Intisia. Life is your responsibility. It's not anybody's responsibility. It's yours. And so you have to learn that this life, I'm the one living it, not anybody. It's you. You are the one responsible. And the moment you decide to say that I'm going to improve my life this year, you will see it. Your life will improve. And that's a fact. If you make your choice, if you make your decision to say that this year, I'm going to improve my finances. This year, I'm going to improve my knowledge. This year, I'm going to be a better husband, better wife, a better father, better business person. I'm going to be a better Ghanaian, better African. You will change. It's your choice. There is something magical about your decision to say that I want to change my life. I want to become better. I'm fed up with this. Debia miniska. Debia na miraho. Debia na mekansa mbone. Debia Ghana dia ukoha uyebedusika. Those things. I want to change them. I want to be proud of myself. So deal with the miseducation. You went to school for certificate and not for life. A friend of mine told me this today. So educate yourself for life. And that is what we try to do. Educate yourself for life. Don't let the course you studied in school make you later. Because you are nursing into no one meet my year. Into we in 4 years, you'll be unfound. 2 patches won't be turn bofre. Won't be turn bache. Won't be me a choba. Mammy be baby, I may take one or so, mammy be a choba or nyagro. Also was when you my mammy don't mean Trinity on caprophobia. And soon run a car pack. Bebre, me assures every day office can go for you crying at 1,000. Trahosa will near you man yet. Switch the mind. Don't cripple yourselves. I mean, course, engineering to be environment. Call mechanic shop work catch up with pump people tie them home. So when you be think to solve problems. And that's why you develop yourself. Think to solve problems. Don't wait and cry and say that I have nothing. You have something. And that is you. You have the mind, you have the strength, you have talent that God gave you. Utilize them. The negativity, stop them. And they will come and do election. They will tomorrow it will be another thing. Tomorrow it will be another thing. So stay out of, design your life. You design the life that you want to live. Design it. Create the life that you want to live. You're a creator. You see, God created you to create. Don't just create babies. Create something. Create your life. Sit down to say that this is where I want to chart my life. Do that. You'll be amazed. So design your life. Sit down and say that this year, this is what I want to do. And the thing is, person start buying who about me and who for my means from. See, from that is what you don't know. Everyone, all the great people, that's something too. They are constantly telling us all the billionaires are white people, Elon Musk, whatever. They are abusing us with these people every day. You buy a pet, Kufado is corrupt, Baumia is corrupt, Bushiri is corrupt, something. Always, yeah, Omokabon. Baumupe, Big Gates is something every day. So that's what is. Decide. Don't be afraid to start something, and learn about money. Learn about money, be hopeful, and be respectful. So we are brand here. Asem kakra me catch no. Sia. Abrabono de wanim. Ghana now, yes, no. Go for any bra or mope Ghana citizenship, no. What the other? There be me, dear, the my marriage is a catcher as a honey. One time I not say me catcher as a hanye. There be see that. A hanye to be bia and consider that yenna yengu yampake no money and for Ghana and che. Yentimin casa money ye. What I say, yen and a baby ye. Menewo, we be na me ye bia, yebeko. I say, me no nyina the ensa ehye dam family eto no ye bo your friend say ye su ye dia and ye ensanda. So it's you, it's me. But I'm saying that you can program a whole generation against themselves, and you have to look at it and get out of that web. All right, because in our country the entertainment is too much, the sports is too much, especially even the people in responsible positions, those in the media, the things that they promote, the things that they throw light on. You can see that this one is a total deviation from where you want to go as a people. They just only want to promote, I don't know. Even the things that we call achievement, we must question them. The things that we call achievement and the people that we even want to celebrate, the things that they are producing, are they changing the narratives? Because if your economy is not producing anything, if your economy is not producing houses, if your economy is not producing the tools, the cars, if your economy is not producing the shoes, the computers, the phones, and you're just producing all these things that make us happy, we are doomed. We are doomed. That cannot be the priority. 90% of our time cannot be spent on things that will not change the future of our people. We must. So look at what the foreigners are doing in our country. What are they doing? Where is their focus? Where do they live? What do they control? Pay attention and go there, because that is where the future is. Where our people, the attention is not where the future is. Our people, sadly, many of our people are not even aware of the damages that they are creating on the minds of our people. The minds of our people. So what you feed the people is what they become, is what they see themselves to become, is what they believe themselves to become. So if you're constantly just creating comedy, sports, entertainment, sports, entertainment, that is good, but just 2-3% should be that. If you're constantly talking about politics, that is just 2-3%. If you're constantly talking about religion, God, and praying from morning to evening, that should be just later. We must clean our country. We must build factories. We must create businesses. And that is where the ultimate. That's why you want to go to countries that when you get there, you get job. It's somebody who created that job there. And if you condition our people that we can also create our jobs here, then we can create a future that we want. All right. So it's in you, it's in me, it's what all of us. You must pick camera and start to teach people what you know. If you're building business, tell somebody, write a book. Do a movie. Tell people that it's our responsibility to develop the capacity, the mental capacity of our people. Comedy, no, also. It's not, we have to change it. And that's why I wrote books. That's why I go to the radio station. That's why I will sit here and tell you that, no, this is not the future. Because if you continue to do this, I can tell you that the next 30 years will not change. If our attention is on music, and all these guys, we just playing music. Sometimes when I watch social media, I say, hey, wedding pictures, naming ceremony. I say, but when I talk to my friends in China, they are talking about business. They are moving the goods to you. They are in the factory. They are manufacturing. What are we thinking? But surprisingly, I'm not shocked anyway that we think the way we think, because the things that have fed our mind, the mind is the battlefield. So the things that have fed our mind, that's why we behave the way we behave. It's not that we are unintelligent people. No, it is the things that we've been taught, the things that we've been conditioned with, the things that we have been made to believe that this is it. So a lot of our people will think that if I get salary, 10,000 salary a month, then no, that is just a start. Own the business, own the company. Own the company. Think of ownership. Don't just be happy with the salary. If I get out of here and I get $2,000 a month, you're still poor. People are controlling millions. What prevents you from thinking like that? So when people are talking, say, yeah, Ghana salary in India, you're still at the bottom. We are not looking at that. We are looking at the millions, and we are looking for people who can think and see like that. In that case, you can hold your stomach even if you have not eaten today, because you are looking at a great future. And we want you to think as owners, think as millionaires and billionaires, start industries, start some farm, think of production, think of building retail shops, wholesale shops, think of going into mining. Don't tell us they fight you. The system that we have, even if it fights you and you're strong, you will fight back. And I tell you that nobody is there trying to stop you from becoming anything. Yes, Ghana is difficult, but that's why we are building our capacity. The bird is not afraid that you are cutting the branch of that tree that it is standing on, because if we cut it, it can fly. So it's not worried. Build that capacity. We don't have any structure. You see, colonized countries are struggling to put structures and systems and policies and laws together that will work for their own people. Never forget that. But you see, the problem is that because they were educated by a certain system, many of them cannot shut down that system and build a new system that will work for their people, because they are product of a particular training. So they can only patch the system a little bit, but that system was designed to keep them poor and in bondage. You say the educational system, the business laws, the laws that run the country, the constitution, the government structure, all of them were designed to keep us poor. Okay? Yes, that's why we're still struggling to get out. And so until we are able to develop a whole educational system that will empower people to design a system that works with the culture and with the people in mind. This structure was not designed with our people in mind, with our culture in mind, with our pride in mind, with our prosperity in mind. So the people in charge are trying, but it can't make that's why you see, you still completed school and you're still struggling to find a job, because the system was not designed to find a job for you or to make you. That's why when you open the shop, the next minute the government officials are there trying to say you have not paid something, shut it down. They don't even aware. They're not aware that the omoyeno they don't know it. So you should not let that one frustrate you and stop you from pursuing, because we are the ones to change the system. Develop that thinking. We are the ones. Don't be weak. Don't just say that. Don't give up like that. Okay? Keep hitting. Until say a whole generation that will say that we need to shut this system down and create that one which will work for all of us. And so when there's frustration, when there is pain, drink water, rest, get back to work. We have to raise a whole new generation that will say that we need to shut this system down and create a new one. The fact is that even if you move out of Ghana, the way that system is designed is not designed for you as an African to become wealthy. Look at African Americans. How many of them are in politics, big political powers, or holding big positions in the corporate world, or even big-time rich people? Go to England and see if that is the case. So the best place for us to have a shot is on the continent. It's in Ghana, it's in Nigeria, is in Kenya, is in South Africa, and we are the ones to do that. So don't let anybody tell you that, oh, when you get out of here, you get a job and a car on a loan. But we are talking of prosperity for all of us, wealth that our people are in charge. Nyamewa Oshirain is the creation of men that have made us believe that we are nothing. And we can study the systems. We can create a better one if you understand it. And if you don't understand it, you can create a better one. The way our people are being educated, we must understand that. So my name is Kwabena Darko. I will send the link. And if you want to join and share your experience, join and share your experience. My heart is that a lot of our young men and women will take the pride and think that this is our responsibility. We must raise a whole new generation to think differently. Okay, we must raise. They complain? Yes, complain, cry, weep. But we must know that God is not the one responsible for our country. We are. We are. If somebody told you that God will come and save you, they have told us for all these years. It is us. We are the stewards. We are the ones responsible. Our decisions and choices are going to be whether we are going to be the head or we are going to be slaves. And we must use technology. We must use whatever that we have to raise a generation to say that no matter the pain, we will stand for the next ones. No matter the pain. And it's not about convenience. And we don't have to be happy with the little. Once will be at all from one car being with you on all sides. Nankrofona almost say car yes, I won't cut up in day. We have to live the game. Sometimes I become sad when I look at some of our people and what the things that they are fascinated with, the things that they are so obsessed with. Like, why? Why are you obsessed? Like, why are you obsessed with this little thing? When we have wealth, look at our forest areas. Even if you focus on agriculture, we change destinies. If we just focus on agriculture, there are so many things that we can focus on. Don't complete school and say that I don't have a job. No, change your mind. Change your mind. Yoko Garibia Mitobi and Ano Meko, yes, or my wabre. From New Year, we're taking 1 week off. Constantly, people are there in line. Also near you, change it. Change it. Change it. So I've sent the link. If you want to join us and talk to us, you can join us and talk to us. We are the ones responsible. We are the ones responsible. We have to fight. We have to change this. We must say that we are the ones to change this, So Ojonia with Makasa. Osajefo.
Oh, senior man, boss.
Yes, sir.
Ethiopia, Yamanadum, Ethiopia, Yamanadum, yes, Sanyama Babre, so well. Oma Matis Kasama Sapan, Sisia, the Famous Kasam, and the Agro. Hey, Fendi Agro. Kasam, dear, this time they defend the agro, my aggressive one.
That's right.
I'm Martin, you may be asking because Mrs. Siana, me were going to Mudia, but Sana, me wagana, Nemiti wa, Kamadoya, Miss Mintuka.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Utukoya na chesa oko udiskana yoko. Yes, a breta.
Yeah.
Debbie.
Oh, na brape, me pocho, mammy no chas and bio. Say, Yankopon, wa bombe. Say, I'm in a bomb, and not in my bagana. Sabuta Freche. Say, Michelle Brebi, ewo baby, Michelle Brenny Bibiano, ewa Ghana, wa. And yes, I met 2 coin and Sana. Aquaku, whom Michelle Breno. Oh, it's immediate Bia Macase, Brapping Sanka Mitie program, ewa Ghana, pan, coming to Quida. But I am ya.
But then, Kachi,
Nancy, I'm starting.
Maybe I will be out. You won't say your dish yet. Mo be for him.
Saba pepe.
O come make us a more be cry.
Baby. Brapping is here, the Miami Grand, the Jimmy Hoodie. Yeah, me Jimmy Hoodie pass a pia, met me a diabroni, a piano, may met me I be. Met me a cram and I, Manas.
That's right.
But younger son, Ghana for the do baby Anna, Obukra Bua Bemu, O Kabisa Kran, Obi Bua Bemu, Ghana, dear. Oh,
anyhow, a program, no more programming, and I do not know 90% of the program now. Ghana, dear, yet, Yababo Chrono, obese day, be cabrophobi. And I'm saying, was it? I was corruption. And I'm saying corruption is a tree corruption. A tree, dear. I brought no money. So, Tijasona, I'm on for some casa. So I can say, yeah.
Mati Brapping, meet almost so.
Okay, Nana,
sure.
Also with Macasa, also Bimpa.
Yeah, Brapping, that's a pa, Mr. Obeng Darko. Me sha se me ti wache ache kakra ai na programs na aboa pa edru ba bi kra na me yipo ya o se o de o Mr. Obeng Darko wenti na bibi ya na me se ai ye tie ye nya Mr. Obeng Darko be 10 years ago and I shall say tea na sa bring here koyenim pa koyenim me you be growing up no me ninye ho dase me tu kwan me ninye ho dase me tu kwan na won chire ya me yan say akuntu no well be kwa fine but say opportunity ntina wo kwa dia ene hwehwe ya on say o de be tu mu say 9 o'clock o be call life no. Yes, I was sitting with my wife and I make us say hey 9 o'clock here me join Mr. Obeng was say hey any I come to them ya who could hear no say no you could see na tiatia say Ghana have opportunities no ha bebre.
That's right.
Bebre wa opportunities me bebre wa ha Roni fini krum Ghana ha no aba be yi na e Ghana ha ni ntimi nyi
Obroni na obwa so nim say we go no diamond no say no say o mining company so buy no go nyanye beboa.
Exactly the point.
O buy na watimi aye ba ko ni bia nko buy nko ntimi nya bi. So
me kai say adwuma me o me koye adwuma bi chana fo bi contacting ma me ko mo adwuma me no young boys ma just no kwa no me be che me young boys na me hwe se no musi bo mo bra na me say tinko fo e mu na bo mo adwin so aso mo no mo ya haya ten bi
okonya haya
mi hu ni sa o sika no mo ya no dia baga no ba be ye adwuma sa adwuma ye te Ghana haya bi to ke ken ho bo na ade ba ko a me hu ni say yen problem pan say e sha say e ye adwuma apart from say ya adwin ho adwuma e attitude and honesty Ghana for you be na enye honest enti become mumu for me consult na enti enye business
enti yo ka no mo mrante na maba no say no say mo say mo generation mo be do 50 this 60 no say mo ma no nim say mo build a whole different culture obi wallet to for ma e come police voice fa come mo so we a police officer we nyina kwa ho nye jiska so mo bro bi nya asem na we judge a mo generation no because no be baby no credit that was here dey the problem is that you know
kwa jiska
you inherit no enye Ghana ni nka no kure is the structure. Okay, the creparo no it is the structure, the conditions na a woman o na police ni che won wa miza gas nga undia
yeah
o pe contract na akwa no horo wa miza gas nga bedia o pe contract na wo no so se be o pe bibia di eni ntina na nkyerese wo Ghana ni no nti no is the structure you inherited sebe so ma anya election every 4 years eni e ka so obi am pe power bia enga mo gwa ko wi sika de akoye election
election campaign
is the structure and now my corruption the so-called corruption or more canon the structure itself is corrupt to be a wambia no boss or bread into yen no say sa wo be penny obi be penny we be penny or say any say this Ghana must improve and it starts with the way we process information and data uko school yi mokra na yes one go doctor o mobra go ko art no already ni aka cho say o mobra anya no kreso go for be bro mo bra na obi e bone de so ye doctor so engineer obi kura nko bi da obone bra obi abie factory obi do ne cocoa farm obi in shop ko school da so obobra so but ye de besi usu sa de wo school kura na ko so he no kura na person wiem because who fail ani so we abrabo no wati zinga feri a se be school no fail nya abrabo what does it school na fail ye na abrabo de afa de be start ye enti obi antimi fa the certificate won now obi a lawyer we ni pay wono so also turn normal but so can be lawyer for niru I'm telling you go to the channel do no as so your mechanic so your plumber we are carpenter okay ka osiga boma akrache for be brain niru omo and so adwen na edida etrim say hey we dey we are buy adwuma to osiga be brain ni hule this all we are see and information or see nya strong formation so that we will be empowered him to chief.
Okay. And no crowd mama adrian basa issues. You call secondary school, so be for technical education program there. We would imagine from. But I don't know who is that. Can honor ye my honor more, and I am grammar. Okay, you will be na picking in temp.
And Grofono, Omo design, then right from ground one foundation, Omo design is a mono, Margenia, watching baby. Okay. It is I. Didn't go from theology, law, cooking, a design. To us. You know, say, can't I come and young Chim Missy Quamini can ye. Okay. Aha. It did not so now we so from ra. So I'll back up last one.
I mean, they make kind of say, programs need you follow na. Yeah, per se. Anya hwe cry generation no mo be free in yeti aba no yetimedi ne mebe toto ho na ye se san ne mama ne matimedi ne hu ze ababo no ene ye ha na
that's right
ade ba ko a ye before ye ya ye ne se religion a ye di ehu akokodom no eye pa mimi ze mi Kristo ni pa na so ye kan trosem na ti na ye ntia so ye ti obi interpretation no said then you want to me hunu and some who can a biblical foundation thank you to trust them na sia and kind mo bi kwa me ka religion ho kwasem ra I was saying kan ya just trust them na tie ni as people ne think ya adefo ye ne think ye ni pakese ye ne ma kese wo mema na ye nwanwa so bibini nkonya religion no watu ni me na tuagu watu ne culture atwene watu ne values atwene watu na identity atwene
Nana will be in a better Bible no more. Hate you see chira. One on a chira wo. One on a catch or say woodin and anon yet. It is of a John.
It's of a John. I go for you cry many crying. Move deeper my action where you cry.
Was you country that yet? It's all international language, which is English. And yeah. Been a DB. One of us animal.
And them Dr. Pablo.
Aha, yeti.
Pablo.
But you know that obi person osisi wa obefa wadwen. Nti o TBB na sa wadwen ne ba ho so pe obetuma de ho. Enti na o mo shares a no ma bebre wo TV so no se be o mefa yadwen. So what I say. Tiyan so be sua foforo se be ya o muntimi control yadwen. So enti why Nana okay ma me he obi osaje fo
yeah Mr. Obeng Darko we dey anywhere dey me da so na yakwanya wo dey ama me say ja
so we share review show TV dey trace we boga
oh da me no for ba bi ntia say hono weather no anyinu kakra
okay
yeah, all right Mr. like I've been I've been following you for quite a long time.
Okay,
now, me the how like say what's the added value to my life in one way.
Whoa.
Like at times you transit the my kind of books me and saying now my kind.
That's right.
Me team transit the na my like are you like nyankopon na you ma me na saying.
Wow.
Because me shall say anytime be me tell YouTube at times when I odi ahenkan program title anopa bia me ye adwuma me ye farmer ti anopa bia me ye adwuma me ye pinshamaso programs na metie me download na YouTube.
Wow.
Enti anytime bia no say metie program no wotimi ka se bi na sa adwuma me ye no hu ahye me nkuna na jinja me na tese ne me ye no tese hwinti mu mabam biem.
That's right.
Let us me yes can me come to kwa buchire me brother bi wona yes to be family akọ ti dey no me dey offer me na aja ye keka kansensema na me dey me kan say well dey me dwen ho enti dey na me kan book back we say this perspective also.
That's right.
Ti me duru ba bi na e quote asem bi kire me ti anwumere na me frɛ me brother na me ka kire say bra I akwantu no de what am I doing when they best be amesan dey afrew but that's me all the same no me poultry farm dada eti ko modi de me brother frame me na di ko na me ka tell say eni enka sika na ko percent ko de be farm no on fa ma me na me fa nye den en hye maduma no boss wan fa ma me but And no mama bibi anya de amu abam say me brother say bia me ntu kwan. Na like I say me kind of books. And I want mahu bibi say there's potential in Africa. And I want to Ghana wa hu. Ade ba kwa was like we Ghanaian na. I was like we are very careful about it is necessary. I was say wodwuma wo ye na wo hu. Income a eba a day make sure say expenses now be ye no. Emru income a den eba ho no. Me sa adwene na me sa de ba kwa me fa free ho no enti me to ho no he opa ene ma me nka se ene medi 100 Ghana cedi se 100 Ghana cedi ne sa na wo ye hwan kra me nka Yesu Kristo kra na ba me ka se miniska because
miniska
Samra can see.
I can see. I tell.
Okay, we're free. So it just Nana. Okay. Nana Benin. Say.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, boss.
And you made the many of your past and the many of many Okasa 101. I am a flow. Nathaniel. Nathaniel, I said maybe me feel about the business name, you might be. But you know what can be in fact, and who here especially government officials. What's the business pet? Then the place will be vacant. Who say it's probably a free one, but immediately over then you see them there with their car coming to take taxes or maybe
Ukuta chain, obe.
yeah, overlocking. Now a year we meet you now. Okay, say the information that we gather no determines our decision. And it sometimes in fact, me cannot hear that very statement. Me hear 3 times just to address myself because I have to take certain decisions. So I was considering the situations surrounding it.
That's right.
To make sure that I will arrive at a very conclusive and decisive decision.
That's
and
right.
some of us we discovered you not quite long, but in fact, it has been tremendous to us. Now, your bomb price, I'm not a Huadeno, Sandy Dino, or the access. They say our books, how you been, and also another factor.
Okay, all right. My number, offer my number, or send a WhatsApp. My number is 024 66 31 874. 024 66 31 874. The woman is a government official, they can, the system no more inherited, that system has not changed. So, woman no more the papa party said the papa. But jacket na show no, woman who your money. Do you want to say a shut the system down? Me a be a bebo my and call for a money no frustration we go through. But homo ba me sure. Be brave papa. Be brave ya for money system. So tip men fa bufo nhia bia. Fa ho brase fa odo oba no akire ni mu de oni mu no akire ni mu. Say ade no kra no say akra na start ye. Enye yempo. Just we be school no hu ne onye mpo da just wo ma me na abo bosen na wo ye adwuma. Ndi say wo be ya wo be da wo so wo be be ya mroba. Wo ti ase. Enti onto no bo ase. No chire mu. Bebre no sa no be chire mu. Omo no be kasa fine. Enti no de mem manning how omo ba nobody is after you so be say business o. Na I say omo nche den design at the foforo bi anti de muni man no. And hopefully maybe wo be panyina obetima ka say a system we ye mongu ni emfa foforo bra. So until say don't let that one frustrate you. Okay? Fight. Be courageous. Now in Suda. Umobana ochina ko mama for name bebre nice. No matter who they are, and I said the Ghana police agent now. Hey, when they casa and I saw we find out yes I know. But what the fire she out more the fire be she out. So they say.
So in the area of agri sector, no, I think if you can help us with areas, it's more educative for us to be able to venture in.
Okay. All right. Entipacho omo ma kasa kakra be yima free say be mo so betimi abam. So hu osaje for instance. Agrek sector no yes ebi mo say agrek no eden over ebi mo do banchi ayeye. Ukoma fa business ni kom. So si manage usika. Nkofo obey employ mo si obesi manage omo. So hu study the market. The nkofo peno na wa produce amomo. Go into it as a business. Don't go into it as a kutasika na akodo. Ko pep nkofo mbeto no ma no kra ansana wa produce. Ntu wi am also. So and also use a strategy. Menga say oh me David. Koma dwen na de we am go produce me wi am na eto. Na sakra no wa produce. Ntu wi am also. Don't just produce what everybody is producing. Go to the market. Get people that I want to produce for you. It was okay, Fabra. They him down here. Obama specs out here now. Up the price, you know. Work your price. To produce you know is a difference. So we okay. You know, attack it from that position. So, that's right. Fantastic. The money there. Timobia zero. What I say? Would you jab when you so just be hopeful, be courageous, be positive. You know, always all the time. Okay. The papa come. Oh, the nina yakra one never honor papa no kaino. Honor and Money now can't anymore. Who we are, I'm telling you. Who follow performance Ghana, we are boss still data and yakaka data and besa. But what will your business away be below better data tembia? What is it? Because and then you more negative no more follow me. That's it. Now, why Bahache a Prince?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Prince.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, boss.
Yeah, many Joe program no pan our program no me be hu and shed and chair but nyama o kani nia no naka metimi etie wanka naka ene makmako enim wo abrabo mu kra but ense kaka na mate no the way I say a shape me a ebo me no me gidi say me come the story kaka boy bia be show bi nkra na e bia oye bibi wo Ghana obekoso aye na wa ye ni ye because 2015 now my drop it out a free school. But me drop it out free school. Now school near me there because nyama mo chair me like to me no me whom for so bia I was mine na me so school fees so ye chama na scanner ye chama me so me to say me wasting and I'm so okay na dia my main job because most school ni na me a photographer me twa me mate near there there's in a be ya met me generate some income dinner and me and supporting me. Wow. It's no me say me school fees no me shino because school there I do kwa I was say I didn't better no was so untimi sua sin e be ya sika na who spending no ubanya enso mfa so but to me no me tumu say me sua kana enye me de enti na encourage me say me sua and I'm saying the sad ya my main drop it out and I me drop it out but the good thing about me drop out means say me drop it out now me wo you know when me education and kasa start here because now me with them
okay
more than me drink and I me who say me bra me senior brother onu de wako school nimpa me who say ni book bi wo ho no written by Brian Tracy The Power of Self-Discipline me so me read it that na me say me a me discipline book here can about discipline me sure idea wo mu that was how my education began. Me and me party so make sure na my starting books. Hey. My book now me and Brian Tracy The Power of Self-Discipline No Excuse.
That's right.
Me read this our book no. Me say hey, enti no adi papa bi mo ho na me because school am ko ni no like me kind be attach me.
Umpe and say who no mo ka kire o.
So enti no enti ma drop na ma be fina me hu sa book na me kan no. The way book no etimi like book no dey make kasa me first time I me read the book I mean say no Charlie there is something valuable in this book. That was how my education started but misumini say mabehu new knowledge me the desire di etini ade na nyama mu kana me apply ni ade and at those time no be 2015 na obi aka abrocha sinam sisa and dem amenya na me nko abrocha ntino book na nyama amaso free book no knowledge ami won na ejuma me ye me na me ye me ejuma me be creative business me employ ni pa ba kunya de nyama ekoye me be to moto that time nso na Okada esha ase mbeto moto me start Okada na me was space to space me sa so running and my employee obi tin me call Okada ne ba ma be replacing me pan na me ready it's nyama be ko ye ma me but na unse rumor abroche me say challenge the way I me pesca me person me find start business there and then I mean two kwan na me be call Russia me call Russia it's no baby ya ko any how anyama ese cost won me say it's abroche ni ana any who expenses every me so minis can say no we dey chale me wo Ghana at least I dey bia me pay bia me timi to mo me freedom me timi ye me bibia me pe me nya sika ade na me bre wa hase ni awoye mu a me timi mpie ni ade no me timi tina ko enti no me spend 21 days for Russia and me be fie eno po fie ba no po amanya ni easy but so long as I see me be fie nkwa de me timi e be fie me be fie no me business me jam obi na nipa no so watimi ahwe ni ye na me ambe take over back biom na enti because of knowledge books amasuani and the timi back anyama slow no ka because of nimde na me wonu man breakra am pick up me repeat the same process bi ma dey na me no me repeat the process ni be na nyama start pick it na me area no mu crap no nkofo frame me Dangote because nkofo frame me Dangote because na me farm addition diagro me farm me sika send me diagro me chow 10 pesos crap na 1 week and a year to come met my chows ka mama onimia because me take records me take records into and how I miss here frugal war me sika on nkofo so frame stingy because book na makani nyama amwa church me no that is what I'm applying it's nyama bebre no it doesn't make sense to the people that I grew up with but I knew the kind of knowledge I have it's me picking up biom missing me yeah me want to and I me uncle or UK or catch me say na me kra me to kwan me nko crew papa so Russia then e war Russia no che me say se me pese me to kwan kra UK wo honumu America ade na me ha me ho akọ Russia amu crap no kuno amu struggle ni and I'm say UK okay and then me shana ma ba UK and me yeah me want to ebeko UK no kra manya ni easy to me call UK na me papa friend is me uncle or share me tina ni nche na me wo enti no me call na onu no watina bochi for over 30 years enti no ya kasa but on share that enim me enti me call ni nche na me call tina onu o ne company wo me call tina nche na ya me ne bon komo ye edwuma ni ade anyhow o hwe how am me ne bon komo no say enti no me ya ade we ni wo Ghana ade na me ha me hu aba ase na me say abroche sika o ni ade sika o ni ade ni ntina me buy se na be a miss menya sika ni bi
That's right.
but me aba UK na me ko ona me hu say even though me ejuma o Ghana but ejuma no me nya ni ye ti UK na me ko en eboa me ma me sua how I was say missing bo hard na me hu obi a o ye ejuma party say me uncle da hey it's me sorry I'm cause it's aden abroche na mu kan aden abroche nu like me nti ase me be do onu won say amu chucha pictures ni ade like what say me nyanka na me wo but me call kronus nu me first 1 month me spend was ejuma sem nko entertainment bi ani o madam fofo na minimum me from one am say say waba am say anti mu nim no krabu mu na mu nkanchi mu kanchre hey no say catch mu nti ase enti no aba there and tinemu na enko because obi o Ghana ukanya mabimu che there is no way nipa ne beti ase na me say ampa enti no me uncle ye juma me bo me home ode enti me uncle hwese na minyama city ni ade na no see no see na konim say na me life tipa anka o encourage me ma memba na kasika na ma spending na ko mami e di share business no mu na ka enu mu be boa me etimi anka no timi boa me pa e wo nyama bebre hu e wo nim de timi wo no mu ni na be exposed with internet a obetima using in SSR unjin data ni hu na say and then ha brabo no ekoyo but me hwe ejuma na me ye wo Ghana no any idea me ye to say this kind of lifestyle met me live in Ghana because difference be and so long as I we ejuma na put me make income there lifestyle no obet me live in Ghana entino send me visa ni for 6 months and I'm saying no and say sadia meba Ghana because na ade I see me say no I was say me bra Ghana na be campaign because na me sua ade me want because of internet me call YouTube sua ade from this big people because of books na me reading into me sua it knowledge me say no this knowledge there say me see met na approach no ade ba ku sa me discover ni say opportunity be an opportunity wa ani so be ejuma she ni onumu ade e wo hope adinfaso e wo hope e say ejuma na wo be to create any onumu you can't create anything.
Yes,
you can't create anything. All you can do is to work. Na ejuma na oben scan obenya omu no eno anu no enti me na misunu me share in order for me na misunu me obi because of books na market anything no a ginger me ama me person me creative but me share me visa me wo any over because me dem imagine say me call them in Bagana bio. That was the kind of mindset me dey call. Hello.
Na me so we about Kwamaye.
Oze.
We about Kwamaye.
But you know kind of maintain.
Na me so na say o person be biem.
Oh no, that was the mindset I made the call him say me call. Because say a young boy bia cause me call him at the age of 23 say me was 29.
You're very young.
Yeah, very young. Now I me say book na me can na mo at the age of 19 years my drop out of school.
Okay. Gentleman kasa no say Prince o kasa nyina say knowledge.
Yeah.
Knowledge.
Yeah.
Expanding adwen. After one say bibia no be kwanche o test no. After one say develop strength.
Yes.
Where our can you actually say nipa bebre o say if you are easily satisfied, it just knowledge you know form. Until we need to raise a generation when we are knowledgeable so that we'll be in.
Yes.
And wabamusu musa.
Yeah.
Wabamu buntama na chese knowledge ni sa. So knowledge na day. So you can create, you will see it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But if you want to employ, you're looking for freedom.
Yeah. It's true.
So wrap up so that others can join us.
Please. Okay. Into mami wrap up into me ba Ghana no ma fa hwiamba me juma bibia say because me ko chair wall ma fa hwiamba but because of the knowledge I have no I was able to start again me sister na me hu sika ni nia because man timi anye juma anga that's kind of me be yare any other but me be recover no me sister ebo me busia na me de koto moto because by then na okada na me miakasa de me pe moto pa na okada na ekoso enti me sister me resist ka bi ma me na me de to because na ma kwentu ma say sika ma say sika man timi anye juma amboa sika no enti na ma me kapo family trimu cry because me share how anyama sika on but me to moto no me started business no because of Nindina me want it but na okada na me yen benya adwin bi say okada there illegal and then I mean converting into bibi fufu and by then I'm say delivery I started air course I'm started I mean venture into delivery and I started bisa questions near there obi bera me shani bia na me catch na there me and me da be delivery company I'm a delivery company 4 years me were workers see me no cause I mean over a month they mean call me office. But because of the Indiana me wanting to a business and everything is being run. And after this, I'm making me time. Yeah, other things that generating revenue. It's me share struggle ma komu any India man any sika ma she me go so Shit.
It's part of the journey.
It's part of the journey. It's part of the journey.
Well, unyas Ghana shara just na obi. Which is Ghana we hieni.
It's even though mention that ain't do any pan, but I have been able to employ more workers.
Wow.
More workers are and because workers are graduate I'm raise a democrat me. But because of my experience, need your boy.
That's right.
And need your boy. It's that is how multimedia wrap it up story no. And now and into message so aka say obi better audio on continue NTA because ebe boa ne pa because nyama o kan menim se mitimi etie wontemanka sika bi mu amahye na nka menhye nene but ninya eka experience no into me dase pani ejuma pa o ye edi aboa Ghana.
Fantastic, brother. Mosa, we hear also be a factory. Now we are casting this out of money now.
Sure.
You are the future.
Sure.
So you guys are the future. We cannot give up on our country. Thank you very much, brother.
Thank you too. Thank you too.
Thank you. Thank you. And over.
Yes,
Set Kasa. Yameche.
And then I'm sacro my who you know Twitter.
So who's a Nipano bebre we chire ohu. Enti minim ekosko no na omo se no tofa. Na dey. But you better try. Yes, our boss. To be obia 5 minutes it will help.
Okay. All right.
That's right.
Well, Daroma, last time kind of mostly I've been say but you tie no me idea but to me who difference be but the difference a woman this time then say I was here to me counter by pointing out positivities now your work these things that we have back home more US and my bishop watch but one of the best things to me is self-realization, self-identity. Then we say when I say brand and kasa no mo say slaves who say I had a mama na say akra omutu who be Ghana hono say it's a big deal to them. A citizenship a big deal because I feel some void be big time for them for so long. I just said they've been miseducated, they've been lied to in so many ways. Into kakaya mutumi bad. Omo ba fie no. Utumi say they say a bia ba be show mumuma I hear about between Krum. I heard this. Ya find
Omumra. Yeah, so no more.
I know Miss Second, you're 100%.
Omumra.
I know young Bruno Muoma, Yamia Daroma, or my baby good show is in particular, Omutie, a piece, or money, Odi. Ekoswa the mom no so bia de hye no kotodwe mu ehun se efie bibia ye hia ofie bibia hia wo ya brabo ni nyina ofie no ane se obehye ho se me pese me starting this year I want to do something now and that's you right. Do not have to have much to start anything especially in Ghana.
Yes sir.
Obia o store obia o ton se sachet nsuyi I am tabada I had oko bi aka on the oma bag back on now cotton now finish side is a shemu 30 is a shem back 30 oko ton is like is a 50 Ghana or say 50 cities 50 pesos I fence now ubenya faso ababitio pakuno sa jana there's so many avenues. This is the simplest that you can minimum
so I might no encouragement say I quit you know it is a trim like it's hard, you know it's gone, you know, and possibilities now are 10 be a man focus politicians, you know, it's all about you. It's all about you. Now, no say so ya sinimu na ya de ja twice ya. Say na me catch you last time. Yeah, they done it twice, yeah. Or more so they wouldn't have a choice than to change the system. You know, they wouldn't have a choice than to change the system.
That's right.
A jan be flame ma, or may they be count. Now, according to him now, coffee desert na you coon so I know quite a few with that. You know, that's what in the long run that's what they're looking at. But most of the number they saw a few feel you know they wouldn't have a choice than to change it. Yeah, you know, yeah, nice sequence.
What's up, we have to change that.
You know, so
the parameters are shema against it.
Yeah.
So when the old go decided the old go come back as a kind of former NHS Oscar was right.
Exactly. I'm to discourage you, but the truth of the matter is there's always things, you know, but maybe be as much as you want. So what do your friend saying? If you put your mind to, and again, me born a for opportunity to listen and to, you know, hopefully apply it to their lives, which we know is going to
yes. That's it. Yeah, share with for.
You're right.
This is my journalism.
You're more than that. You're more than that.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. No so, Osei Juma, please go ahead.
Good evening once again to everyone on the platform.
Good evening, boss.
I've been following you for a long and me wait till this year I am in Mokase and wait till I'm a school I say.
Wow.
Now I never kwa boa me power teachings enemy experience manyano wahano. In fact, my who say sebi we nipa bibinia and then chire say nyankopon moye ye.
That's right.
Yeah, abrofun there is not any difference as far as I'm concerned. I mean, the school I say me diploma course or metal mechanic engineering and me diploma course. The difference between here and abrofun your mindset, you know, your consciousness, and then the only difference. I have a lot of Italians. I'm 2 years spend I'm over Italy, but a lot. Students in my class, me and I am essential my day. It means that your problem I want and yes, be a way to here. And I say, Ube P. Ghana, but I didn't make information or war or memory anymore. And the boy, Matia, what you and Mahoney say. In fact, everything I was saying, Nipa, and I saw a young boy, and I saw a brand which was the kind of information I hear. This time, I bet me, dear boy, I guide you through. No? Most of your teachings, you know, you keep giving it out to us. More especially about Sikasem. The last time, me wada book ni bi. But I bet through hand me call post office so I may say me call the questions be brains. I'm for book now. I may say at my age, you know, any information that books ni kitano. For now, I need me. Yes, me try. I be doing one. Me know that me book no. Yes, information book. Yes, information is that books, you know, contents a book in the at me age, you know. They will not like here by me. I said the books in the kind of some offices. A baby drew here. Yes, the information are books in the one day. Me age you any day.
One go for him.
Seriously, yes, yeah.
I'm returning you.
Yes, information.
So
yes, information I books in the morning me age now me wa hana there for now there I will not have access
now
to me.
Omote ano and say Omote ano no mo kan oh.
Omote books park in a buy no. I was so much share the kule room. Omo always see books. Now content kita about say bia in my early 20s, finance, politics, nessa. There's no now beside me din and me bomb din me dem ID card. There's no who age kita any contents are books ni kita ne there. You cannot have them.
That's how we postgraduate. Now, your course now.
Yeah, it means say abrofono the bear me cannot be catching madam for the Bameka one tear say me system we are go Europe. It's only for abrofono or a black. Say the probability say black a bet me I succeed below 20%. Kakra be net me succeed o Europe. Wow. System no my system no so tight so wo o ho be chiro nkan crash so foreigner o si can we make sure they can have better rent o di better and the cost of living were high into I don't know what na be ansi we had money 1,000 2,005 krana sikano o make sure 70% they was just spending within the system
and they say oh nya book I bet you say obesi atutu sikana see there.
Yes, it's that information there for now. There you don't. I'm not catching them straight. Except that information there. For now, there means
information.
Because me I know. Me check it book no more. Like I say, me kind content ne kakra. Me as a platform opposed to content.
What you say something? I don't know what you want, Mr. Nelson.
Now, okay, assembly say. We are seeing Obia Enyeska. Na Yemuka crab, and the Yapan is Jessica Wadi. Nasa, where you know, Metnasi dream baby, Amus and no, and correct day in day out, Scabayism. Yemuka crab in a tenacity.
You want the left one, the one you mixed already, or what's
Yemuka crab in financial education? Yeah, so pointing up till now, and that's Kitami at the BIA. Yes, all right. Now, only few of us any of financial education.
Yeah,
and also name boy and we as Africans, boys is kekitaya and paboa and tadine instead saying keep to media investing in bibino into me. So I think saying you know a shower haramono. This platform may be boy made them in Europe. Fine, but you know, me they be me that's why I'm not doing I say no. I think I belong to Africa because there is a lot. There is anyway be Africa. See any nipa be 20 to say one says so am I guide youth no. And can within the next 20 years no in Africa, Abrofuni back to Africa.
That's true.
Abrofuni back to Africa. You say the problem I say Buruni obi crap so be invest to Africa. Or see now oko website kana person you if you want to read about Ghana obeko information about Ghana in and president Yakrofo finance minister only imagine say what country be say na say over 30 million akoto about my president na say we need 5 be say na say the BI can say president in Nimonya say that means say be only 30 million in Ghana and Nimonya because if you have a leader if you have a leader, as a leader, the service will now give you finance minister. Indirectly, no. And I say, the balance and promote you and boy.
That's right.
For example, see, Rwanda, a bad dear pass so boom say Rwanda overcome website so much post a negative about Rwanda.
Yeah. Yeah, journalist in there, Oma Botaina, and some
there be
can make courses in the baby. Because I can we are one the power room.
And why
courses are more. Some who go on the Tabia or just a journalism lecture also come on. Or say, let's balance it. You are balancing what? 10 years what money for 50 years, 100 years. What's that balancing with what?
And why?
Anyway, wrap up so that we go to the next.
See, remember me Casanya Tintiano, and we know what share I say. I think say a time money. Anytime be you want man for TV, you want man for my trading books or making histories. Yes, your time near was a you get your thoughts. Any school they won't call it to me.
That's right.
Books are about one thing. Obia Tenassia get that information. So when you put it, I would have couldn't put it away. I say, I'm not catching straight a book in the crown. The information the book. I will not have access to the book. I'm not returning book, you know. It's let's make good use of the things we have right now and the why in the future. Because so Facebook comedy sing and ye manko a bed so many class this is here and in Casabomi. Timesemo said be near and I say, oh yeah, Obi African and then say you do abo. Name the information the key town and a better baby. I also submit me or that channel or shepherd. I could drain change in Africa. Maybe I make say in the next 5 years, you know, in Africa. Back to Ghana because future no what I say.
That's right.
I say
your age, you give us hope. Okay, with this level of thinking and this power of mind that you have.
Me 20 years. Me 20 years.
You see, very young. So if you are thinking like this, you are highly powerful, and it means you'll be able to be found to fall. Nobody can convince you say, "Oh, you're one in here." And that you're inferior. Fantastic. Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah, media kakra mekano. Now, young here say if the mekano can it make sense? Say, say ebia udi tuja and also young wait ma or beniforo bediatum. Martina sia shadi ebia who say. In order say Africa, you bet me akoye nim amaya ya bet me yet ye was say young Africans near you know. Or see a sister your school system. Your school system no they didn't tell me kasa and say sisi akra me no kase usha Ghana. Ubia soria oye journalist kakra so okoye law. That can tell you the direction the country will end in future. That means we're going to have a country with legal tussle. I say
man, sorry, oh, but you've been to us or Babaka, no, Wakasa.
Hello,
Okra.
Oh, okay, sorry, Baba.
Okra. Any okra, I do my second term. A cranny okra, wouldn't almost second term. There's possibility, say, a cranny bet me a year free, a cranny bet me a bending.
Oh, in network, you know.
But
General, I was watching to me, okay.
Oh, at the end of the day, no, at the end of the day, Niabeka say, Okrano and Achi a Dramana, a Okrano Nachi, a Krana, but the Krana disappear because we
now when I know.
So the network in here bad.
And the network, okay, of Antiochasa.
Hello, Sobin.
Yes, sir.
Then handymen, because the trading and handymen are also school here, sister no na amount for free JSS 1 to JSS 2 now. The rest of what this yearning in ano say ube master or carpentry one master or carpentry wouldn't him said yes here bricks laying. A face yentre said yes here farming school. Oh, it's a farming school. Yentre nyoma ebema akurano be free school abanu bibi ekurani sem or the year juma. But so corner penny paper no with this current situation in the and must I ain't been quiet anymore.
Richard, and no. The work and no. But he said, "It's a soldier no form. Almost run the almost audio."
Because you see, I know Ushema Miss Abrofuno, Omo project no Omo project be Omo the back system Numa, Omo the 6 year blacks. Make me a simple example. In Virginia, Omo we no about me for jail, and a mass of blacks incarcerated in jail was weed related issue. But at the end of the day, Omatinasi who say we amount for the crime be so we our ebinimo judge so legalizing Oma legalizing no say we na omunum wa hanum utimu say enye we papa no because oma chemicalizing no. So when a project be a oma ye at the end of 100 years and 50 years na sen koda ni biem. Di sesi anu uba US anu ma osa koda kitu akura na wonya be 16 years 17 years no or she be because oma legalizing no. And I said almost actually no benum quantity be. So I think say the whole system no enye correct. We share Kwame Nkrumah time now, but me near woman those time. Yeah, I was born in 70s. So we share utimu say na the system was good. Say utimu say people's teacher kurana or try again out to say yeah, this is a proper teacher. Only me channel. But and let's say we share say the teaching teachers he be grown church and kurano at the got to say we no teacher no kurano addition we nim ne papa. So yes.
Hey, Richard. Richard. Okay, General Kasa. Now you're Richard.
Right. All right.
You're Richard. You're Kakra.
Hello.
Richard, hold on.
Hello.
Over somewhere.
All right. Okay. Me that's any akwenya with your mommy.
Hello.
I think some time ago, some days ago, when you encounter with one guy in Canada.
Yeah, Choco me.
Me do links man say, Omrana, come and listen to you because
okay.
I always have a banter with him.
Whoa.
Always. Oh yes, I always have a banter with him because he was always talking about leaders. No, say, the leaders, move free space, and also move free underground. And on by no be Ghana so. This Kwame Nkrumah up to this time around. All the leaders are Ghana. They are from the citizens. So if you are blaming the leaders, then it means automatically you should blame the citizens.
That's right.
Because they are from the citizens.
Yes.
Into what you are saying, is neither here nor there.
Okay.
And moreover, we'll say you love the country.
Yes.
So you're on social media making noise.
I was saying
no, if you want to make a change, you have to come down.
Okay.
You have to come down. And then come and make the change here. Because you can be on social media.
Was it tax? Me follow tax into one tier. And I'm gonna make tax. Who follow? Finance minister, I'm gonna make my own. Say your parliament.
And when you were telling me,
I'm saying, that's a question. I'll be saying, in the answer, why in your head?
When you were telling him you're not interested in politics, still on Tiasie.
On Tiasie. When you say politics, there's some BBR.
Yes, but they don't understand a whole lot of things. Because the system is not assay. So the question is, how do we solve it?
That's right.
But they want to tackle the problem from the top. And no any possible that.
All right.
We have to start from the ground individually. We build our capacity.
That's right.
So when we have a chunk of youth build our capacity, we can make a very big difference in the country.
Absolutely. If a young man or say, you're Italy. So young boy and go Italy, they send on Sabre, Abrofuma do DHO.
Yes.
Into way now or no, the other channels of better number Raho.
Never.
Oh, baby. The other gentleman so he was very young. Then also called Russia and UK. No. When you disturb ground.
No.
When you disturb.
The moment you have knowledge, the moment you start to understand certain things, even though a bit more say don't start a business but the hope you have in yourself, the kind of excitement
that's right
that comes out of you, I so much
it's different. That's it.
I'm telling you. So somebody like me personally, my friend back in Australia.
Okay.
On there, so nimna kasana bo abandi on hebodua. On person better sadie no.
Okay.
You understand? So the last time we were discussing with somebody, and he can say, "Oh, me say poultry farms say what Ghana majority now for the app."
Yeah, the cost of operation.
Cost of operation, especially maize. Now, I can say, you see, young citizens, young problem no, and yes, roho. Unim say, a bro mudian, a buying subsidize a Bruno farmers. Now, after say a Bruni buy, our government no intention is say or subsidize here so that mudia Bruna, no mudia feed poultry farmers. Good. Unim so mudia Bruni buy. Now, Burkina for the safer, ever to Bruno at a higher price.
The coho.
No prefer some Burkina for no. And the poultry farmers are not getting the maize. Are buying subsidized.
Now buying stop on it. Stop us
that is another problem. And the guy was saying that I didn't buying going to big farm maize plantation. And I'm saying, oh, they are buying maize plantation. Now, Bruno, now they are selling about 700 because when we used to be safe for 700 to 800 Ghana cedis. So a bank plantation per bag, a bank plantation, that's a Bruno reduce be do 100 cedis. You will hear from these same people. And I beg you, just get so you see, what like the day I saw you on social media, I was like my dream has come true.
Wow.
Seriously. Because personally, I was just looking for somebody to at the time draw a plan B, starting or Ashanti region, Section East. This is what I was doing. I go to the primary schools, I talk to the headmaster, and I speak about mindset.
Wow.
Yes, I was doing it.
Wow.
I was doing it to them.
That's right.
If you have maybe a headmaster for and say, "Oh, are we going to pay something?" You say, no. No, I don't need anything. All I want is the person
That's right.
Now, the person may propose I won't say your program be organ, my friend, Alpha Hour. Sorry, program. And I just 12. I think that we can also have Obeng Darko hour.
Hey.
So you have to do it. We have to do it. You also share. You have to. It's all pet time will be at that time. All of us, you will come. You will start to share the link. Everybody will join, and it's about discussion about how we can change our mindsets. And I think, say with time, a bit catch a fire. They are building time. You have to have a name, a very resonate with people. So that time you all join, and you share. At a time, plenty of social media. Then everybody want to find out what is it. Then you see that the youth will be coming. And when they start to listen, people sharing their testimonies. Now the mindset of people will start to change small. They might have 5 to 10 years. I'm telling you, we will do great things. Seriously, we will do great things. Wow. Yes, because a country, yes, politics, a point, sports, news, sports, and politics. I mean, how are we going to grow? Les Brown, or a American motivator, or a black man, or can be, or say, I wish the White House would speak in tongues, so that when you wake up in the morning and you open your radio, you cross-examine the tongues.
That's right.
Because you can hear, you can understand whatever they are saying.
Yeah.
So we I think say with this the Facebook, the StreamYard programming there, Mr. Wadaroma.
Whoa.
Yes. We need to have it. Okay. You need to have a name, a very resonative with the youth.
That's right.
Maybe building time. When we come, we share. Yeah. We will start to do T-shirts about it. We will just promote it for the youth to come and listen. Me wonam fo bebra almost ka wo mo ho pa o. Almost ka wo mo ho pa, but they think that there is no hope here. Yes. But me catch them say, abuchi ho no. What's a guy no kind opportunity be any ho. E adwuma na we. Obi dey employ.
So opportunity no say your man be any opportunity more.
They have already developed. That is why now rich people now imagine a technology. You have to bring something out of technology. And yes,
wow.
But here a developing country. So we have many problems. Just sit down, think of some of the problems. Now when you're able to solve it, and you make money.
Yes. But because so we are gonna need. I would say there's no hope. The first sign is that you yourself you're hopeless.
Yes.
You can't have hope in yourself and be hopeless in your own country and in your own people. I think that is not possible.
Exactly.
So now how can you give up on 30 million people? Just there's no hope yet. But
do you know one worrying thing that is going on? When you say UK, say UK schools, you know, people are paying 1.5 billion, 2 billion to agents just to get them admissions and go to UK and study. I'm telling you. Are you serious? So at least when they come, they see people traveling about me see them back, and that's it.
European Union, the Africans have money.
Yeah.
And they will give you even but you see the tenants information it does not matter or education content will be the designer here.
Yes.
Be the designer you. When they decide is the thermodynamics, heat transfer, way. Now anyway. Boss, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Now the all kind of said the message in I come was why? Send me
send a message or WhatsApp.
Or
number under that, you know, send a message or WhatsApp. Then we see
so
how I beat me a fire
so that others can.
Yes, yeah. All right. You know, I think say follow Mr. Obeng Darko. In fact, anytime like program like this, we need to start talking to our people. I will say your friends one way or the other. Almost so negative about our environment, you know. On near maybe no montias here. Will be more montinam share information on one tias here. Sometimes they are very annoying, but you have the information. You know, so come down to the lowest level. Now just started churching in maybe.
So what they control trouble more chocolate millionaire.
But you know, at the end of the day, who said I saw the face at the getting to the close of him said he looked a bit of now or who's no the level of thinking asking because I think they're all asking a very sensible question. On only say other country what about tax? And he's saying all those things on social media so that just to show say he cares about the country. No, but and you now they be on social media now. What has changed? And then you can see that he was quiet. He couldn't say anything. And then we realized that a waste of time.
You're creating hopelessness in the youth. We school now na sebe mfase bia wo na ye o maame e bia autonomous sikani fio obomode ya do akọ school uye national service no there's no hope oni anke bia also onsa uni obi a very difficult and decided so what you approach na ukasa anze mo echire na what poison agent is that the man cocaine
yes
what of here just say ohu bi ko betu no.
Yes.
And the only way I'll bet my catches anybody said they've been tisa or we school. Like a crabby of it, my no. Baby be like sanity. Yeah, be. Now one can we answer and is a gun and yet, Utua Otra, how we need that. I said, Aboriginal for the door saying, and almost a better number. Which means the second thing of Koya. I'm telling you.
Exactly.
A lot of them, if they have $10 million, $200 million, they will not stay there. They will come.
No. But there's no life there.
That's it. It is all kinds of sika or what. Sabi the to be the Casika out of the one year you might put you matter for the rest of your life. And Yanubia, the Musa and Uncle Juma was maybe somebody. So Sikani Ho, don't tell us like that. We know the system. We have studied it. 80% of household in a lot of this Western world, 80%. Annual income is less than $100,000. Man and wife. Now, maybe 30% is tax. How much are they? Now they are going to pay everything out of it. How much? How many of them can raise $100,000 cash out without loan from anybody? They don't have it. So look at the statistics. Now, do you have brand here? Read about it. This data is on the internet. Just search about it.
Yeah.
So we are now 20 so now to 1,000 a month. Now managing a year about 10,000. We managing a year about 100,000. The next time, the problem is you learning to manage what you have. So the episode 2 now, you don't go as a hustler, as somebody struggling, as somebody running away, as somebody who just wants to travel and have a look at other things. For me, that's it. For somebody to be desperate and go through the desert to get to Europe or Libya, no. Yeah. To boss, that's a part. So send me a message. Maybe.
All right, I'm going to send you right now.
Did you conclude? Are you okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm done. Let me give the opportunity to other people to also talk.
Fantastic, boss. Thank you very much. Thank you. So, Obong, what was watching? Sorry, the Gaza. Obong, and two brother no.
Me chia bebre.
Miss Joso Minia.
Me da chia from so me da wase pa. Me frɛ as da na me dey da na. Wa bo me pa da bia me se me fro be de. Ntimi me wo New York. Na me mitio no niema bebre. In fact, niema bebre as some life.
That's right.
Niema bebre as some life na. Just ya me ba hanche bia mo de me pesa me baba kra, unti pesa me baba.
Ane.
Na yeah, but me problem. Yeah, but is it oh yeah, no correct. Yeah, Africa so ko bruche betimi about $3,000, but me obenya be $4,000, but me obenya be but cost of living no so far. Endi na wo Ghana na e kasa na to adwuma o check scan wo Ghana o so na me dura ma ye but yen show cost of living no. Me down me two bedrooms. Two bedrooms me $2,000. $2,000. Yes.
Okay. Wow.
If you uti we free ma say na beka.
Wow.
One sana what the expenses in Colombia is easy but me tie kakaka nti easy so bet me anya be about 50,000 100,000 no say unya there is no way I'll be nya sales Canada at all. Nti me tie wa sedane ade America no me starting say me to ama me ho kakaka me no kasa matimi anya 20,000.
Wow.
Yeah. Matimi anya 20,000.
Wow.
Na yeah na me say me from kra na me no aye me problem yeah me tie every day. But now kasa onya ska so see like bibi edi income bebre wan sana o si dan.
Yes.
But my apartment be my blog work ni nya kasa me flow. Nji me say me describe the question but my son dream who say bia me hold on na because my dream na say anka me flow na mantimi anye we ni kura me wia na me de ase ni nyina ha 3 apartment anka flow no 3 apartment anka me de bi ma betra bi.
That's right.
Na me dida me pese my dream na say me wia ansa na maba but
now okay.
When
him kokkrafo a omakotra ho a sebe de waye omunye bi da
na me ka sin shira on say me frɛ me di kan da was me ba 3 years.
That's right.
Ba 3 years. Yeah.
A game changer for life.
Oh yeah, I mean,
for the next 50, 100 years, it brings you income.
50 years.
Self-discipline. I need ye kohan tadie we abasuni ademeba ha because of unti. Economy metitia, yeah, metitia the other kind of
romantic.
Oh yeah, and there be a problem with you. There be a bet. But also the me, you know, me who say a dog boy and Dutch and Colani, me mind the audience is here. You say in the future, no, obe who dear me and so far. Shut down, pay attention to any more. Yeah, and not missing me because like 20, no, me family show me. Ana me mpɛ count mo na me family business na me my me now for opera bebree edi na baako or wholesale or opera square na ono so person to kwana or 5 years aka ne 2 years na meje 2 years meje 2 years na ma no na ma nti ya no da house here empty nti na me so me bisa say me family shame na me ana me show me hwɛ dan no na me ntimi something na me mrafi cause I me dream say bi am wie dan no pese me ba fie ma wie so me ba me be rent dan na nti I say am ma dream no hwɛ dan ne yi kakra enye stable kakra
Don't say kadan no there. Okay. Me just don't say kadan there. Now maybe so no adam for no beka na wape another way I'll bet me anya store no so na what he kwan be fa so start so but
no store no there magic 2 years wholesale magic store no there mature 2 years now man
fa kwan mi na timi wie na sa bed ni free so it's a project on hang here
okay
and you okay all right and then I just say a be sika the best start don't leave it hanging yet and into wo wie na say wo de ma out crowd wo say wa home so shop no say me wa obet my mechanisms be obet me be kakra ko start crowd. I mean you don't have to pump a lot of money in it. You can
David and no say me akra me ni ho nti ma say kakra me de be ma no okra ne o ma na ka wa fa kakra de aguma ma
that's right
then your store no nye waste yeah but na say me tie o oni odi anka na o ka say so you be a scabbable asa na wasi dan ya de ntina amama ya
when see so kotenem u see so that on
yeah
so me say no so conserve wait na sa discuss so beba and we discuss what shame already
okay yeah
we jawo ho a me nya sure say yeah
okay
yeah no say what we say free home
okay
yeah me sana me
okay
yeah
me wie dia me na mi kapa na me de ba fi
amomra African Americans
you don't feel like home like if you go tamba bus mu kra say what bus na find da ho no ma so bro ni on town tender onu kra de ya say nya American ni o sa Spanish full mu ni ade no Mexico full ni san ko fon
obo no de wa 20 sa no
da bi aja
person ye bibi kese o wi ase nti asam ye wahi yo pe kakra bi adidi na nye na hi kura kase o se we de nya hwe ye kura ikrom sa na ye
just da bi me hu ana makomo me small girl say baby o ko school o me 20 ni way from o me 27 but your group 1 to 3 classes but on open o ye tuntum the bia mani sin so sa ni kofia like because of on open air black no need the way on ti okromo nti e say me man me put extra way say ne obet me aye best for class and yes just a promo one on the
engoye enzo
David I will say I do when I'm out for bro oh man
the guy will be
Jumomu the bia just
I'll go him anymore. I will say, so do you like it here? I'm say, are you happy here? I'm say, me happy here. I'm only happy because I am here, not because of this country. No. How can I be happy here?
Yeah,
It's like fridge to me.
Mortgage, what mortgage crowd from Hanuma? Oji mortgage or 2 Uma Bafo Ghana ni nurse retired nurse the be osus what you oji mortgage 30 years what you but every month almost say the property rate ni man be 1,005 every year what you done 30 years a year. Yes, what you 30 years mortgage what you but every month also 2,000. I said, come on there.
Over. We are the four.
Nyamin show. I didn't mean na I want Martinia away now.
Mr. Obeng.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Obeng.
Yes, sir.
Oh, me fancy an ovation to us.
Me pasano me wie na me pese me bo point bi but me pese me twa asem ni tia. Uhwa ma me twa ni tia. Uhwa say obi be si university wo Ghana. Just only purpose for trade and industry and all this kind of farming now. Youth no beko.
Ane. Na say my bet to cry di actually. You be
Thank you.
And the money how bad. The hands of you are there for me. And yes, why ebi mo kire omo mo shisho mo nsai omo shisho money. You be school bi abeti bi no bebre meba. Okay.
Martin. Rebecca sa offer one.
Yeah.
Rebecca sa offer. Thank you.
Yes, I was.
Martin.
Yes, Mr. Rani. Thank you, sir. All right. Okay, Oponti, Rebecca, sir.
That's a part. I'm sure. What's the summer bravo?
That's right. Oh, yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Yes, I was.
Yeah. Okay. If any man was more Germany. First of all, xenophobia that was just to show appreciation for the knowledge now in passing is that great. It's that great. If you don't know, but you didn't feel it or no, maybe we will not. It's not like receiving money for it. You're not receiving money for it, so it's to be like maybe you're just wasting the money, but you're just wasting the knowledge, but it's really having an impact. Catchy, you want into it, because I will use myself as an example. Let me make an example. Say, sorry, the example. Say, I've been in business. I've been doing business for some time. But for some years, for about some months ago, and I'm doing Facebook. That's Peace FM. I do listen to you on Peace FM between Ghana time 3 o'clock or something, 3, 4 there.
Yes.
And sometimes I go back to watch your talk when you're having discussions. And I realized it's not. There was one time I heard of it say we should be self-disciplined on the money, how much we have, because at times somebody say they are business, but the business is not worth profit making. You end up wasting the money. The proceeds is not. You don't make the profit, but you think that I'm just doing for doing sake, and I really sir. So when you sit down, I won't say, it's not. It's better not to. Better class say, oh yes, you man. Now the baby beautiful, more less stressful. That's how to manage your finances. Like saying, I better do normal. So based upon that, I looked into it and it helped. It really helped. There are certain things through your speech, your guidance, and the talk you have been making. It really helped a lot. I know maybe it's on Facebook page. I do run some online business over there. And from what you said, I learned you said Rumble Enterprise, an online shop.
Okay, spell for me, please. Ranga is what?
Yeah, hello.
Yes, sir. We are here.
Okay, sorry. And it's been initially
Let me say spell.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
So it
Right,
seems the line it has been where and I realized that I've been of help after listening to you for some time. I realized I have to research so that I have to change maybe the business I'm doing, how I'm doing the business, and it has really helped. I realized that maybe right now I do see improvements in the finances and the returns that do come, and I say they're back. So I would say that has been help. That has really been a help to us. I'm buying in so many ways. And what you also said, you also made mention of not building, rather doing the business, trying to grow your money, your capital. Expand your capital base, and start out going to this structure. Me sit down at home, me talk, see
Yes.
Because I was also into projects and I'm a person build for it. But from what you said, I realized if you are going into a you should have that business perspective, and the income scared the man or the man. And see, Adibia with this kind of shame say yeah, idea a big grow in the near future, a big grow work, a big grow usika winya. And where say why because this is the problem outside. In the past, maybe in the past, and I say currently still going on. Yes, sorry, we see that intimacy me consider. We see that intimacy consider. But the person will spend his or her time, 20 years of his stay here. No, or saving a crack around the see that, not the cement, or the top block, or the top block idea, or any way, we see that anywhere, and yet dying property, we see we are not for the phobia betting. On Paconi, you see. And in fact, of beauty, we are one, yes, most 20 years of his lifetime, but there is a project visible. Not your Miss Me Day, Miss Me Day, so not a and Kaibia, so see, now was that the only opportunity to just say, yes, because spend 20 years of your time. Then the crowd here and as not an account. I don't know. Then I'm sitting here. So based upon a normal like you do teach, you may say or being frail, if you are not in fact, time say you'll be a bit my frail. If you'll be who process you crowd, link you crowd share, and you'll be able to process no be connect with my online into ABO or so to me. But as all the things you are saying, you're not just saying it for saying sake, and as a video, you're wasting your time. I just want you to know that. Because through that, and at least it's really this a form of advice. Yes, but well, I say, as well as much as Ghana, Ghana for you pay Ghana, say me, I'm a Ghanaian. Almost every 6 months and 8 months with Ghana. Because I because in and out, this because I don't want to leave my business. I don't say 1 year, 2 years, it has no be. So almost every 6 months I'm in Ghana. Within 2 months within 2 weeks I'll be there. I'll be there this month. But as much as Ghana for we should Ghana no so Ghana na obia dom ye na wa ma yejuma na say we be ensakwa no we should be trustworthy. And say etini my omudi.
That's right.
It's a big problem. Because so many people that is why people are putting their money here. People have maybe 10 years of wasted 10 years of their life saving. They want to come back to Ghana. But they start something. Unfortunately, it ends up people go into it and they mess up. I don't know where it may come from. I don't know who it cause.
Okay. A major problem. But I'm saying The factory also say you be changing. Now, be a business or say no constantly also training or more on it. So, see, I'm more brochira 10 BIA training more jumano. Yes, we'll be a juma ha bosumi bia na ochi bia no constantly also what training manual. And this character, honesty, integrity should be about 80% of it because that is our major problem. And so one focus on it.
They will tell you when you try changing them. Excuse. But when you try changing them, they mistakenly get they are offended.
Don't change them. Train.
That is the problem.
No, train. Have a
okay.
Have
like
a
for
model.
Okay.
Talk to them.
Okay.
Talk.
Okay.
Monday
like
morning.
For instance,
Monday
can I use an
example?
Hour. Can I give an example? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. But can I give an example? Like for instance, I'm also into maybe a transport, electric transport, like transport, yes. Which I've gotten vehicles that do work and more taxis a year. Just in the process now, I realized that because from one of you, I read from somewhere, I researched and I did my backgrounds, and so all the vehicles I've gotten trackers and just system in place, mechanics, and I have my own mechanics workers who do work on my vehicles. Like I did all these loopholes, you understand, in order to secure the business. As I say, the better business, like a best secure. Right now, people will be one of my maybe idea say also or say wafrɛ maybe my contact so I do say young conquer so you do be yard. Okay, I don't know what try a picture. This is an example. Try a picture because according to law, I say everything I ever say because we don't park in my house or my warehouse or something. You send them to your houses or your homes. Yeah, so just take the picture. Take a picture of what is fault. Send it to the caretaker. The caretaker will confirm, approve of it. Then the money will be given to you for you to go and buy that part. This is one example of system in place. You understand? As we are saying, training. We are some of them have worked with us for almost 4 years, 3 years. God willing, they are still in it. We are still working. But the same people, when you tell them to do this, they tell you, say, I don't mean Indiana. In the Humina, waste what it's also in Gamano. And then waste some opportunity.
Kika over. So you'll be kicking.
You get it? Because someone has spent maybe 40,000, 50,000 to buy you just one vehicle.
Okay.
If the person does not really care about you, will not be that person.
And they could be bizarre. That's okay. The view. Send no quarter catch me bizarre question. What's the meaning? I was what is no crab bizarre. Me new crab bizarre. Me say yes, I. Me check it. Last week sent out or this week sent out or. Normal. But I think build a culture. We all need help. That's the fact. And it's a major problem. Your major problem. Where in develop a structure, a pushy and microphone is a obisika or in your dear men for being to so. What's say now? Bejaji canokre. Now, no, about I think the whole nation must build a whole different culture, a whole different infrastructure to develop a people. China for no more yedio. Omaye. No one can occur out. Even just 2,000 years crown and yet. But they say no, push still. China for Nagasa Common, but at least they are pushing them to say that Opesa will build a sustainable economy and there should be trust. So Opesa, there should be trust. Opesa build a business and there should be trust. Once people trust you, then you can have capital. Even we employee you can answer your trust. There are a lot of things that will open up to you. We are just all faster. It will work also. Hey, what do you call sit down? How about the be for because you are not trustworthy. And a philosophy also pushy.
That is our problem. That is our problem because we will always want it the easiest way.
Yes.
I can say this. I know all that you are telling us now. You didn't get it on silver platter. Where you understand? That's what you know. All this idea, this knowledge. You keep learning. I know you keep learning. Candles at both ends. You get it. But almost they don't want to accept the fact that you have to go adults. Ghana, we can build it. You bet me a bit my boy.
Over push you more. Kakra was myself translate. We just have to make it that we have to still put it in our people, no matter what they say. So we have to. It's just like more broche na person be people and for men ko enye. Wombe two for the same negativity. Image problem is a lot of complexity.
Because here you cannot make here, like for if I want to say, what if I want to say, as my colleague said, the one who spoke in UK or US, the US guy who spoke or bills and other things. You get it? The problem is we don't tell them the truth. Some of them don't tell them the truth of the actual situation here outside. Yeah, that is the problem. That is the problem because before I came here, I was lucky enough for my mom to tell me, say, if you are coming here, because I'm a graduate, after completing school, had no job. I was doing I did 2 times voluntary service. Just because I didn't want to rely on my parents, although my parents were living outside.
That's right.
I was teaching at a village called Ahumahuma. So at the Begro, one village that when you are going, you have to wear 2 dresses because the taxi takes 7 people. 7 in taxi. Hey. So when you have to change your dress, if not, they will not see you.
In Futuro.
My parents were outside, but I did in Futuro. But I am Futuro in here, me not me person me rely on parents. It's at the same time, me call weekend, me call Monday to Friday. Saturday, my back of Fodia. Because for university, honestly university. My back of Fodia. Now more game centers, more game center of Fodia. Game center, me and be into weekends. Me back on the game center. But that's now on Saturday and pack of me in Sunday and pack of me in Monday and pack my partner came. We never village or
wow.
Just because I wanted to, so I just didn't want to rely. I'm using this one as just an example. Yes, I'm not trying to brag or just anything.
No, it's okay.
But I want to say, there is money in Ghana. There is money in Ghana. Just the little you have, you should be ready to sacrifice. And work for it.
Yes, sir.
It doesn't come by chance.
In fact.
But we should reduce the amount of chilling. We should reduce that. I'm not saying don't chill, but reduce the amount of spending we spend. We should be very disciplined on the spending.
Yes.
Because the reason why I almost say Sikawa is this is the secret. Here, you go outside and go spend. And your bills now to your bills you are pen down. Uko shopping what we asa. Usika can do account to the next month the eba beka ho your bills we are club nkotena bar na no nkoto bi nkotena ho ni na nfo nkoto mo mu ni anom abra wo so I don't know. You get it, but that is our problem. That is our problem.
That's right.
You work from Monday to Friday evening, you go and sit there. The money you make from Monday to Friday, that night you have. You bend there, you spend all the money. What was spending here? Who expects to say I don't demand and be a one out and who's cano? It will never happen.
No, it will not happen. Wow.
So let me cut this short. So just let me. I guess this is just a form of encouragement that there's money. Our youths, the little they have, they should try to do something. Be ready to spend their time. Work 24/7. They should work 24/7, not to sit down. Because I'm here, but I'm living here. But it's more or less like I'm living in Ghana.
All right.
Just because I want to at least make it or something. And it's a form of encouragement. I just wanted to share. So probably maybe one day we'll be speaking personally or one-to-one or something.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
That's it. Okay. Bye.
Yeah, that's it, brother. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Bye. Okay. Boss Kasa.
Hello, Mr. Obeng. Good evening.
Kwam, Michao.
Yeah.
Boko there. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Now, sir.
Yeah, radio dumpan.
Okay.
So we make a contribution akra. Na any youth na ekasa the be a photo of them I make us a follow for some time now no na.
Yes.
A bit more etias yes yen fasika and started business as in so per capita and a bit more son tias here. But in your teachings no and kebe pese ube breaki ebia financial even crowd to coins even to one city crown pona not to be a nipa or from crown na we so kuta one city crown yesika no because me was scenario bi or papa bi okokwan so was sehwi e kwan so e de niam akwa bi a okwa 2 weeks time na waba 3 weeks inti nere ofie no o mana kohoma sika bia no asama 20 cities 7 fan to in case of BBC from Monday to Sunday BBNC baba ne pa wonje nti maame no ko complaining or radio station say program sabe baby say ne kunu nya adaje mano na sika kra onya bi mano sika o de mana en sufie na papa ne say every year bia me ma 72 million which is 7,200 and maame na no ye den say sika be na de maame wo de maame hen hwan de gina ho enti maame na rante ya na you know host ne busa say papa ni you are no ai kwan be so na fa so this kan mama ame no and no breaking it down say 256 days you know every day be ma ko 20 end up budget so which is all multiplying so empire 72 million no enti so far say because of say papa na fa mama ame no in bulk no enti no where hu sika no enti o de man no every week be no the man no was spending no but which is on now worry more than 5 years why sa and think or was sikan ketwa no hunim dia enka then ko hu say 5 years no almost be more than 35,000 and or the man wanje so into your best reason ka o dem my coins financial year ebia GSS new quality start BB
obi papa ba ko your office is on me only make asana me kai BB my share story in that your friend Roger and no status or success as dear brown no card no there no eba
card
is it at catch himself 4 months BB why they top tricycle back
okay
we need to go out the start here with security boy back also free kintampo the same thing was one or tea and was obeboa more yes store no mass some baller or say every day no nya 70 ufri sika e fia sika wo mu dia o papa betima ma sika wo de start as still be she no go business no nyansa no de crisis no but say woni obi a over wadamfo bi to ne bibia wo betima kope obi ama na to no akoje the answer mo judi
sure
wo betima ko construction field akoye adwuma so you insist so already sika na de start business wo go akodi libra we no 1 week ya wo betima nya dia 40 cedis 100 Ghana so we wasteful kra no site on the average obi your market will say 80 or 90 with their everyday the half 1 month 20 million raise the 500 there's a BBC when so there kwan obe fa so akono na moko average that many people so yajma just a BBC when so this obi a na dwe so debate no me mom dey na many time for obi o debate because una wo abrabo no what does it when I kaja wo sorry awie school tifie na obi so betima ye bibi betima ko ba de betima to ne nkate ya betimi akope gare bi aton na unyini a I mean the pressure is on you more than on me and these things that I teach but go through anybody who is close to me knows it you know obi se me obi gaze wo ko abrocha na discover everyone ever me abrocha me go school all student or discover hada I go find a way o mo ma 30 years grano enyiska now this kind of grab ba obehye no is o hu nyansa papa enti enyisika na me school fees go me na me fees ka me ade adwuma na me bie no me musika na me go school enti and I obi so parents were baby nyem parents asemo na me papa no mo de be adwuma de abrew what be that enti sabe they are not gentleman or England cause a reading
sure
studied a lot Inti o asema be push you no na yen push yen. But I say and the be mo be afere na me na me fere.
Yeah.
So wasam ko kantaman to cotton ekofa force beton na me ko akofa beton. Doesn't mean anything. What I say?
Yeah.
They also ye bia also the survival also dey. Oh yeah.
So
Inti me ma dwen no. This will be our ne kasa o debate bia no leave him. Maybe it's not time. Hit in the kana obefrew. Kwame.
But almost infection a strong pa.
What's it?
Almost infection to the
No. The one who is strong is the one with the truth. And the truth is that you can do something wherever you are.
Yeah.
The lie is you're waiting for somebody to help you. That's a lie. You think you have no help. It's not true. Oh, sorry. Oh, namfofo. Oh, ahoden. Ubetimanante. Oh, subaya. That is the capital. This is a kind business book who said business plan if I bring me na me 20,000 me di bebra ma bi o machine. O frere ka o fa. Ti ben fa ma. What I say? O be she no. The man wa the next minute to kakoto iPhone wo no afre o girlfriend. You know, so the one who has started, who has gone through the pressure, ono ni nyansa no was through. And ye we can nyina na nyansa no na wo pe o. Struggles ni nyina is to lift you to a stage afebo say na wadwe na e clear. Why do you clear one CD? What the beko? Goro boy is almost ga.
No.
It will be kasa semana or men to no fo. Manenko. The obeti uno. Nya okra na be catch the obeti bi obe pick bibiu. O de abobra.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Ya o nsawam odobo frɛ bisa no. Ya o menye sure say subscribe ko bi. So 1 year ultimate double frɛ nya 25,000. Ubi so ako engineering or tech the whole year see the grow when you was on graduate maza a choice. A choice, so you have to choose wisely. So and if you want to succeed, you have to be somebody who is ready to learn. If you go there debate me, I don't have time for somebody who is debating. Obviously, debating me time. I will debate if I want to. The people I listen to, I trust them so much that I don't debate with them.
Okay.
The ones that I want to banter, my friends, we are challenging ourselves. But if I come to learn from you, I don't come to debate. I come with a spirit to absorb. And that's somebody who can go far. If you come to challenge, you're not ready. You're not a student.
Yeah.
So, Mubabi amikusuya because in challenge o ka asem no na me nya adwen a me pepese me hu de ntia me madwen ko no so adwen ko de ntia. So I try to go and research, not to challenge but to understand why he's saying what he's saying. Yeah and o resource no, so resource you don't need somebody to teach you. I mean, you have resource, it's there. Go build a business or employ no, you don't need this. But so challenger, then you just come with the spirit to say, I want to learn. And I think we are successful. So it's not you to help the person. They'll find out. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in as much as we have that heart, they're not ready.
20 cities and also clarification on a man was saying that they be a few family, but our consciousness meaning but some cool yeah, everyone won't challenge you, but being conscious no on your way.
Okay. Over 1,300 videos.
Yeah.
You have books, audios. Me over data, I'm constantly learning from a lot of channels. On history particularly, I learn a lot. I watch them constantly. If the person is trying to find out, you'll find out. Take it from me.
Sure.
You will find out. Because the materials are there. You will play that 10,000 times until you get the concept.
Yeah.
And she said, if they ask in order to find out, then that is a good spirit. But if they are trying to shoot You down. I don't know. And I mean, the thing is, I'm not even trying to be right. Oh, no. I don't really care whether you think I'm right or wrong. What I care about is pick something, and if you think you can use it, use it. You know. Until what we use school out fear. This is it. When go fast so Tony baby. Tony I'll be where Indomie, Tony be I'll be be. Uba start to chop out with your hands. I will yes can conform. Opportunities are everywhere. So nipa na was one sika no o yusu tembia obi you out me free class no I send a WhatsApp na am say ana data now they send any sika na in sika kura be in the but he sent you WhatsApp. So how did he get money to buy the data? So it means that the person has smartphone. If you really believe in the dream, you will sell that phone and start. You sell your shoe, you sell your shirt, you will stop buying that food, you will fast in order to fuel that dream. We already saw person you're successful. You trade something for that vision. So our person keep your shoe, keep your phone. What could be so busy mouse can fast start a business? It's not fair.
Okay.
It's not fair. So that's the kind of thinking that if you really want to build something, that's the kind of thinking you need. Yeah. Yes, I will put on as an African president, you know. I'm about suit, about tie.
So you deny yourself.
Yes, you want to build, you have to cut all these things and focus on building. So cut the travels, reduce the ministers. Stop paying yourself all this money. Raise the money yourself. Don't go and beg somebody. Then you are in the level where you can build as somebody who's a champion. You know, but you want to enjoy luxury as a poor man. No, it doesn't work like that. Doesn't work. You are not in that frame of thinking. You know, so if you have to be consumed by the vision, and you're ready to die for that vision. So inconveniences don't really inconvenience you or inconvenience you. They don't, because you're ready. You're obsessed with the dream. The eyes will be so better Ghana or passport, but when you're ready. Now I said I'm going. Let whatever be.
Yeah, because it was me come me down the amo bina Sam kona me am ba masabet nem.
There be any and you have to be able to go one way. It is easy. And that's how it works. You know,
Hello?
that's how it works. But when you want to
Hello?
succeed, focus on this. So, Kwame, let other people say something. And
thank you.
We should be wrapping up. Are you okay?
Yeah.
You're okay, right?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Thank you.
Hello?
All right. Okay. Yes. Please talk.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Darko. Me fa kunya we sa da was. Me fa kunya we sa da was pa. So far so good. You are doing the great things that some of us are waiting for.
Wow.
I mean, I study people first before I. So far, you are giving what Kennedy Japan is giving me.
Wow.
So you are my next Kennedy Japan.
Whoa.
So before you be on a line, you better have no them one number.
Oh, MPP, we MPP.
There be, yeah, politics. What yeah, me kana ho asem 0 my number no.
Remember our number?
Yes.
Okay, 02466.
Okay.
31.
Okay.
874.
Okay, so let me go back quickly to what I want to contribute.
Okay.
I like your program. You are being real with us. Cut the truth with the hard truth, and then this is what we need from childhood. Yeah, and I need to so me no kase me masters.
Okay.
But according to your model, pushy. But I see that right now as we are speaking now, when we say we program no, that's why my journal. There's the guy who spoke about say, yen say upper no. Me IT guy, I'll take that. Me no better one-on-one. Me per se, you see, you are doing some of it audio and then reading. I can't vision also. Yes, some of people are seeing you good, but we don't need minority. We need majority before we can take this country to be on where we want to see it.
All right.
So now God has given you the mindset. At least when you talk, people listen. Let's go to grassroots. Let's go. It's going to be like a seminar to the SS. So always school from onset, you know. When you say yes, Mr. Darko can say, Mr. 20 cities now the talk credit. I mean, you say. So often any M2 president and MP so now a demonstration while joining disappointed on graduates for now so I want to work with you by let's do the thing in the masses whereby we can actually talk to maybe 40,000 capacity of people and then you know that we are at least we impact and then you be seminar at least even 10 people then we know that we are raising Africa up. Because what you are doing a great job. You are more than a president. Somebody has not told you. It's true. It's true. It's true. I'm telling you the truth.
The president is signing the check of Ghana. Me, I don't sign check.
That doesn't matter. The kind of influence you are giving is equally to the influence the president is also giving. But yours is not in the way that you can go and stand in for government or the country. But you are doing a lot. But this is the way the youth, our mind has been pushed and then tied in some corner. There is a mental slavery. And no be police headquarters. The number of police report or mokoji and from person country. If we don't get teachings like your own, it will come to a point. The smart white guys, they will take over. That's what the Chinese are doing to us, and then we don't know. They open a company, they come with their siblings, they buy. Then we are the ones cleaning in our home country. We are doing cleaning here, and then when we go there, we are doing cleaning. So what I want to do is that let's do the thing. If it is a TV station, if it's a seminar, you have to go. Let people buy tickets. If it's 10 city National Theatre, let to you. I think it will push because you have inspired me very well. I listen to you, and then as I'm speaking to you, if I don't have, I have like 7 acres, and then I have coconut planted on it. And I told myself that with my masters, even if I don't get any pay, the next 2 years, and then if I have 1,000 coconuts, I'm a billionaire because now coconut is what it is. So looking at the teachings you are giving to us, I see you need more platform than what we are having. Look at this. Let's those guys, I won't mention them, let them just open their camera. They have one key. They are not speaking, they are not putting any sense. They are showing the youth.
You want to start a fight?
No, I'll mention it.
Yeah.
So they are showing shortcut to make money. But when you started, you are sending out the raw truth, and then even with the small I started, I plant and they all like 20. If I plant 200, then I'll lose 50. I have to go and buy another one. We need teachings like this. Our minds is office work. Travel. We are selling family properties. We are duping people to go to Abrochi. When they go there, when they die too, they come here again. I don't think God made them putting us in Ghana.
No, you have a point.
It's a mindset. So as we got a lead, now you are the youth leader. I salute you any angle.
I salute you, boss.
You also need to push, and then with one accord, we can push you to the maximum level. We shouldn't get this number of people watching your program, putting sense, wisdom into our mind. Wisdom, and then we go and waste our data, listen to 40K. And then nothing, at the end of the day, they are showing how to insult others. Yes, we know that they fail us, but at the end of the day, why are we pointing fingers? Yes, they fail us. So what is it? What is the plan for now? The youth, we don't have a plan. We don't have a plan. Okay. Let's think about the plan of Obia say Obia Juma. Obia starting Juma. Then look at a politician, they will look stupid because they won't get us to go and follow them to go into the campaign, go and destroy this man. Like by now we are all working on the farming, how to get the money from China, UK. You are looking for investment. Yeah. But now looking for the politician, the boots for boots. They are using us. You don't have this plan. As you have the lead, please let's open your heart.
All right. Send me a message. Send me a message.
I'll send you a message.
And we will take it up.
But God bless you.
God bless you, brother.
Live long.
Amen.
I'll be father talk.
All right.
My brother.
Thank you. Okay. Who is here? Enoch, talk.
Boss.
And then yes.
Good evening.
Good evening, Chief.
In fact, I'm a byproduct of Obeng Darko.
Hey.
And
trouble come.
In fact, Obeng Darko already knows who I am.
That's right.
I'm one of his little children, very causing troubles. And before I begin my statement, I want to recommend Perspective to people to understand that, please, if you've not read Perspective, please go and get one immediately and start reading. Please, when you start, I would prefer you start from the introduction because all the secrets are packed within the introduction.
Whoa.
And our first quote, when you go to the introduction part, paragraph 21, which is the when you read it is being divided into paragraphs. I have paragraph 21, and he says something, the second stanza. He says something, a business should have a vision and solve problem for society and people. Now, it's just a simple thing. Ghana, we talk too much. We make a lot of noise. But when we talk about problems, where is the solution? Then they will start telling you, say, the most important thing, it is not about addressing it is not a problem. We already know there is a problem. Where is the solution? Now, most of the youth in Ghana, we are always talking. We are making noise. We claim we read. We claim we do this. We claim we do that. We are always on the internet. But ask the question, how many of us are spending money on books? I'm really begging you, Mr. Obeng Darko, if you can just print the introduction, just the introduction. Just give it out. I would love you to start from the kindergarten. They should just read it for free. And I think there will be self-awareness. Because when there is awareness, there is clarity for you to think, to know who you are. You will not think that the white is better than you. Because for me, I will tell you the fact that I always read your book and quote it to people.
Wow.
I'm a passionate farmer. For me, I don't have a limit. Anything concerning agric, I know. People were talking about agric. I've gone into coconut farming and this. For me, I know the in total of agric. I have started a project that recently, the reason why I'm saying I'm your byproduct is because I couldn't work with people. Recently, one man told me to come and work for him. He was calling me 4 a.m., early morning, 4 a.m., begging me that he wants to start a project with me. In Koforidia, we are doing plantain suckers multiplication. One plantain, we can get more than even 20 suckers from one plantain. And the man is begging me just to employ me. And I said, no, I don't want it. If you want it, please, I have a condition. If you can, he has rented an apartment for me in Koforidua, 2-bedroom self-contained. Come and stay there and do the work for me. Just the advice you have been giving me, I've been reading the books. I have resilience. I have perspective. I have read it. I've read perspective more than 20 times. I'm always reading. I'm always jotting down. I'm always trying to get something out of it. The reason is I have developed a mindset of it is possible.
Wow.
I have developed a mindset of changing the mind. I'm working with over 50 people. I'm very young. I am the one leading them.
Wow.
And they ask me, how did I do it? I'm into rabbit farming. I'm into grass cutter farming. I'm into turkey farming. I'm into maize farming.
Yeah, cash. Also the people have.
Oh, we need cash. Me apprentice, me shawase. You see, and say no, the man has moved me where he me free Kumasi, Chinchina me met na Koforidua by force. And Koforidua na makono. I have gotten a team, and the team that I've gotten, just as you said, you said the black man cannot be trusted. It is the training, the mindset, speaking to them. You know, when I'm not at the site, the owner, the CEO will call me and tell me, because you are not at the site, work is not going on well. So please, I want you to be there. When I am there, work is able to speed up. Because so I decided, I said, no, that means every day I have to be there. That means in my absence, the company can collapse. So I then elected 3 people among them, told them, say, look, if in my absence, the work will collapse, then it won't work. These are your 3 people when I'm not there. Make sure that this and this is done before we close. As I speak to you, I'm in Kumasi as I speak to you. But they called me today. The owner went there without my notice and called me and told me, say, how did you even do it? I told him, say,
wow.
me wo secret be wo fear me use it. That secret no. Me yichira wa ye mesho. I'm reading perspective all the time.
Wow.
The youth feels like we feel like I say we owe. You know, the reason why I don't like politics is it's like I say we owe the president. I say as a president the yeka. As a minister be the yeka. As a assemblyman the yeka. Nobody obi and the yeka. We are in charge of our own decision.
That's right.
If you don't create a good mindset for yourself, if you don't sit down and make a decision, say, I want to be rich. I want to create wealth for myself. And you want to sit there and wait for Obeng Darko to come and tell you, say, I have a job, come and let me employ you, then you will die.
You will die. How about you?
So
thank
for
you.
Me, I'm a byproduct. You
wow.
have really inspired my life. In fact, a lot of things have changed since I met you. And
wow.
I have developed. As I speak to you, I've gotten a scholarship online doing an MBA again. Already have an MPhil in agribusiness. And I'm doing MBA in business administration.
Amazing.
I'm always learning.
That's
and
right.
I thank you a lot. And I want to inspire people that, look, let us stop listening to those people who are insulting and they are just making noise. All
That's
those
right.
people speaking against the president and other people talking politics, they just want fame. They want popularity. Ask yourself, after popularity, what next? If today Facebook is shut down, WhatsApp is shut down, ask yourself, can I feed myself and my family? TikTok and other things. Please, the white people, they created it because they know that some people will be specialized in some areas. You and I, you are in Ghana. You're free, friends, Banchiase. You expect TikTok for what? Instagram for what? come and post pictures. No, I'll rather let you know, say, look, I'm a farmer. I won't hide behind a nice place and tell you, say, no, I'm from a good home. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. No. But ask yourself, without TikTok, what can I do for myself? Without Instagram, what can I do for myself? We need to start reading. We need to start listening to people who can rather impact into our lives rather than listening to people who will just come and make noise, insult people, and at the end of the day, no solution. Nothing. Solve problem now. And that's okay. President so what do you suggest? Nothing. Only noise.
Enoch. Adiasa.
Adi panchi me da
Damishra. Ovakasa. Na me pacho ya wrap up. Enti obaswa awakasa ntem kakrama yi.
Yo, ane that's it. Ne fa
Yes,
kwenya
that's
we.
it,
Na me cheche a obia nso wo ha no.
Yo,
we nyame nhyira wo entete a wo de ma titru emabunu. Na nyame anim mesua enema pi na menjia wondem mishia akura na won na kura mbo ma life Peace FM bo na za mi dum so ba Peace FM bo
last week we did encounter offer
first no say na ba life but see as I say jada nye regular sa
okay
enti we o mesua ne mapi say na mi ndotro ye na ade ba ko ne say ye ne abibifo no nya mienim no koranim ade e fre ne sika no o ma anjere ye ne ade e fre no ndotoye nso ya anjere ye ne ana dan dan nyina ebi nka se Nyankopɔn nya dai ene ho na miracles nzo nya dai ene ho nyame tumi wo ho Nyankopɔn wo ho Yesu Kristo ho sana Muhammad zo ho sana bosomfo zo so ye dai wo ho ebi aye na dwuma bia ye na dwuma pepepe se dia wugidi ye dai esi kiro na Bible kura bona anamotuo nya dai ene ho kura bu sa Bible do nya dwuma so ho Bible anamotuo enga ho no ana adwumaden enya dai enga ho no enya adwuma sa Nyankopɔn wonne sebe kwadwene nya dai enande anaso wonne obi a wotefa akoro wo twɛn sɛ metwɛn sɛ dabi wobɛtena honom sa ne yakwaja bewu okwa na da koro 2014 na me kwa kwatwere exams na me fo trotro ka bi kumase ketia to eso yebo a ko no so fo maame bi omo pleti ni bi na saa maame na ni afi enyo omo wotum so my desperate for wo pleti ai da agika no na mo wotum se futua ase futuo ngwa na on the no weda wotututu e de maame na tina ka en masem o ka se ene me de bible ndi ato njan eye afutuo na me de ma mo emabunu no na mmebunu no zo do akọ school a wo ya ma wanga ho ese se ni mba no se ne nam busi wo se wanga futuo no ho ese sa ankrofo no se ne nam kura bobu kura bo na awurade adom ese so ye aban adwuma ndi aban betuma yedai ahwe ne kakra aka so betuma jeje som getting bi ne mom me ba sebe mo ahiafo maso me wala tu wala sa amone certificate bia won na sa futu 2014 na maame ka sa asem no na minim sa futu no ese me de tu mitrim ese me say to ne koi to the sense say wala sa mo a mate for tum say drop pushers ne ne ma no ne mo the mate ni and what ne ye example sa ta say mate ni na ne za ye ne za kan what no just say truck car oh man no bisa driver mpacho say na o de mate ni so si for mo a driver ni so si for me man 40 cities 2014 and I say very good na mate ni no ayedin I say mate hwemani na me gase bindro wo mate fo am wa hanum say mate fo ne omom ye wala tu wala some pushi truck ni ade no ka agrofo almost 70% omo na yire eneba What's a microphone? How mo you know, many jobs and that almost 70% or more from Omone yet neighbor. And as sounds on microphone, the key full responsibility or what Danya, Utum so no one meeting in or one dine, which you are bay, which you are water bay, or see me if we go my bed for no more than no more than. It was a way you mate me, and now you will do a last. Not to say, who a clear visioner. Was it by the end of 4 years? So I got out door. It was the mating in or can say, mate, sir, 40 cities here would drive any the matter. Say, who mate me? Who did you occur anymore? Over one gas out pocket money, the other told me I need it. Can I be this? I got them my busy form. When you see for my money, they'll force it over in the idea that shows them. One gas what who feel it the opposite or I got out of 40 at a quotidian. A dear bent in a 1 for 20. Evan got over go tresusu. Now over 10, evan go 20. Now over 10, evan your bad debt. Say the car, and yet then in a car bed, a bedroom. And the other car, and man, 10 now the 2 giant. No, no more could. So driving any year, let's go and go to Manua could 10 now the other 2. But we train the idiot. She who say a constant. Mona Hornton beer. Now, what's a bossony piano? Secano, it me a Juma bosom the abbot mania with 6 million. Now, 6 million. I say back on 72 million. Now, young father say, bad that bed, a baby man, yet then Yana. Drive, driving, a becoduma, and yet then I'm a car, as I would never be more becoduma. And the Evan say, 2,200 dear, a free cane, a free size can, and will be 5,000. And it's our 5,000, no. Was he making each at you? Now, our 5,000. In 3 years. Within the 3 years, are automatically obey. Ubu Kaki, Konakwajo Lances. Ojo Lances are Ukita 15,000. Ubik Mena, car Katua, taxi, day. That was 2014. And I said, that 15,000 bit my day. After taxi Katua. Was it made in near? Was a Jumase? The 18 years are, and I will say Jumase, by the end of 21 years, next what matter was I will text and who were clear visioner. When I was I will text. As so Yamia now now text now. So if we saw way for young for now, we are for a number for more than back home. So who sees that then? Nakope a diet to back on our one day, nothing. I would know Tim Biano. Now that could be about me, say 500, 50. But then, and sana I feel be wide Aban. That's what for car back one day. I can't. Now, answer. My minister more to the sense, and sana while labor what dream say. When you're 25 years, 26 years, now, so while and I saw a beer now car better 3. Na ibikura bona na so wani boje edan si ho ndem kura ba ibimpa no ayede no age prop to ebimpa peso yede usi dan na eyire ben wose ye mate ni sa ata wan go school na emom no nurse ni be prince obede obewalo obi wie school kese be prince obewalo because of wadwumaden a oyede oye na mom mate foi enye se mani sound na mom mate foi ni wapon adwuma no be 7 o'clock no wakotena indomie wura ho e kan bodum ganjira ni se mepel na what the home a pe ho ngwase asem na say wo de di in usika 14 wo di ni nyina de di indomie na wura no aduane na say what amene kan nyina wo say moto ho wo say make for adwuma mo ye nan wo so nya wo fira adwuma den na waba no ongoye wo na so abetna kosu ewura ho ono dum kanje kosu ewura nse mepe na say ekwan beba so obetima ka say obetima expressing ho ni say ene na mami kosu aba akon mami say to bona say utumu say ni sika kro bo so metua so me say mani beba o say woni beba ho so no na say usika no omo
waga yeta uza wate
me eja nyamisra most times na yene Africa for yene bibi 43 no yenu opportunities are owo bibi mem this year two kwan this year two kwan and Sunday there you say opportunities aha na me men freedom fighters for name I say freedom fighters for no they are fighting for the betterment of
no you here for and go for mutia bloche na mo say
aha utum say utum so omoka
What you bro chira internet
and the Bomingan is only freedom fighters. But freedom fighters, the freedom fighter who do my be ya. If I come up to you, I just say one who yet nimba agino who aduma. I just say if you are a politician, I say freedom fighter or more even so more attack politicians so omunye aduma den.
Any freedom. O person approve tewa. Who didn't attempt my own team.
One day, so Anna politician
nipa na was a freedom fighter. So who now person can something now didn't attempt with you.
Wow. So I just impono free politician biano. A man out to say yan free say your money or mom home modern no politicians no. I do not keep on at say obia or tiablochi say dollar no a cost obi bi otiablochi bia obeka say dollar no cost obo no wo ba share ban de oboa. The man got dollar no cost na so send this market to bia na fe IPO.
Na mo nim say dollar no cost no ma so cost ha.
Me say almost 80%. Me say 80%. Dollar cost obo na say dey e ne dey me send this market to bia na dey na you say. So na politicians the more na wo wa anya dwuma na say we lazy na say one the charge of one gasa wa braba but na politicians on so dey anya say yes me nya kwase ai dey say woni adwuma ye
boga jaso ne enko
eja I didn't know if you say no e be ya anka mimi say no anka mo link up to you na say individual bia what man
entimi nya adwuma entimi o ma dwe na mo na say
na anka individual bia say so you to be a bizarre, yeah, they say politician big my day. I take advantage of signing ban.
Yeah.
I mean, will be and let you my power.
Boss, yeah.
Good evening.
All right. Good evening. Boss, 2 minutes, if you can help us so that we can wrap up.
Okay. Thank you. I think it's a dream come true. Okay, it's a dream come true because I've been following your videos for a very long time. I've been listening to your audios, and if you remember, a guy called tested you and told you that we school, but the family wants him to go to the university, but I prefer business. So I told you I wanted to go into charcoal making and everything, and you asked me whether I have knowledge about marketing. So I've started working on that. But tonight, what I would love to talk about is it's not sometimes and in Africa hano I ana a free no every day meeting I can say if you are free mono any tete anya no any gina so ema yenim be o sikasem ho no eno so dey banisa because we are coming from a society whereby say free encourage mu nyin ya ka che say money is the root of all evil. Ya ka che say when it comes to money issues play it safe. Ya ka che say can you ukra uyo hiani ofia ofiri mu ne friend tomago na ndin people agro nti bebia wudi agro kosikani ba oni ni di agro na akina bi konya asema ono ne maame ebetimi atua ba wo de o maame ntimi ntua so coming up in such a home na ya those ideas ne sa ne mani nyina no yehu ni say obi o sika no o pass to bia to the stand say oh dear e was saying kan tomago na de bia de ufira nti ye nyini with those thoughts and ideas. And only the amount of money and I said the chances of being because of that mentality to always be a woman discussing and whatever that person will go into.
That's right.
It will never work. Into the subject of money and is not being treated in school. When look at the syllables in our universities, teachers from
because they didn't want you to go to school and take control over your life. They wanted you to go to school so that they could decide what you become.
Yes. So I would say the reason why some politicians are failing us is not anything, but because of the knowledge that they had about money, and it's not being treated in school. Because the rich person and I said, say, go to school, get a certificate, create business, employ people. If you're here, say good. Get a good grade, get a good certificate, and get a good job.
That's right.
This has continued from generation to generation. And it starts from today. You are youth. Me, I'm 24 now. I always ask myself, I've been calculating this. God gave us 70 years. 70 years of our life.
let's be conservative. 20 years of your life, if you sleep every 8 hours, you used to sleep. 20 years of your life, what the better? First 5 years of your life, you are young, you learn how to walk, how to talk, how to eat, and those things is wasted. 25 years. The last 5 years to the 70 years of your life, you know everything, but because you are old, you are not strong enough, you cannot do anything. It's also wasted. So 30 years of your life is already gone out of the 70 years, and now left with the 40 years. You go to school from almost 1 to 20 years of your life, and then it's left to 20 years. So if you don't sit down and then plan about all these things, how to go about your life, you fail in life. And right now, baby, I'm talking. I'm in a half a region right now. My uncle he called me to come and help. My friends were like, you are in Kumasi. Why are you leaving? And then I said, you don't know what you are talking about. You rely on your parents. You rely on others, because I have friends, and every Friday, there are locations everywhere, Vienna and all those places. But here I am in the village trying to help. Yes, but they don't know that what they are doing, they are wasting time. But all that they know, say, oh, I'm young, I have to enjoy my youthful age. But this is the time that you need to work. I will talk about time, and I also talk about, say, younger as the individual education we had from our various homes. Because I remember last time sitting my parents down and talking to them about business, they were like, oh, how old are you? I was like, wow. So I have to get to a certain age before I can implementing maybe in my life. That is the kind of home we are coming from. And if say education, because that's the reason why I'm happy to have you in my life, because I've been following you for a very long time. Audios, I remember you sent me dozens of audios, and I've been listening to it every day when I'm working. My uncle asked, who is this person? I'm so is my mentor. I'm listening to him. I was okay. Sometimes he listened to me. We listen together. I say, okay, hey, this is how it should be. But I never you to the phone, no videos, music, unnecessary things on the phone. Phone you cry, you can learn so many things. Me right now, I can do so many things that I learned online for free. I watch YouTube videos and all of that. And sooner, maybe next month or next 2 months, the business that I talked to you about, I'm about to execute it. I've already put things in place. I've gotten people who are willing to work with me, hotels and restaurants that would be needing my people and all of that.
Let me tell you
but
something.
My friends are.
Let me tell you something. 15 years ago, I told my friend we will raise a lot of millionaires. When you are talking, it just hit me. We were just talking, and that was it. Said that we would have to raise a lot of our people to be very wealthy. How are you going to do it? Just like the way you're talking. And when you hear everybody talk, you can see that everybody is a genius. Every one of you, the things that you're putting together, the things that you're saying, see that every one of us. And that is it. We just have to believe that it's possible here. So okay, so wrap up and let's go after that dream. Never give up. Have fun, work towards it, go for knowledge, work hard, work extra, be trustworthy, and never give up on yourself. And never underestimate your capability. Have confidence in yourself as well.
Thank you, sir. So in wrapping up,
yes.
In wrapping up, the only thing that I can say right now is the only person that I fear is not.
That's right. Wow.
But a man with.
Okay. Kwame, talk, let me hear.
Oh, I think, and then waiting for somebody's fit. It's all about you fixing yourself and then doing something.
Fantastic. So thank you, brother. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right. So, Abu Jafar, we are wrapping up. Thank you for taking time to join us. Every now and then, I will find time and we will do this. The dogs are awake. So please talk, Kwame. You can wrap up.
Oh, good evening.
Evening. Any other person who is here, let me know. I think.
I think so. My bad late. Na me share, but na me internet, ma me issue, but na me wa juma won so. I feel my bed too.
Okay.
I bring out Wi-Fi kakra na. I think say near man na ekoso na just fire na no ding.
Yes, that's what a good.
Na so na no ding. Just Abemu abi say we did 20 years Italy almost on man in kind book no. On man in kind. Enya me wanwa because adeɛ bi a nyansa wɔn bi edisie wɔ nhoma mu nti edisie wɔ nhoma mu dia wɔn sɛ before deɛ yɛnya hu light na ayɛ sɛ wote sum mu ne yɛde han abɛtɔɔ so nti sɛ han ne nya ba a w'ani te nti deɛ ɛsɛ sɛ woyɛ no wonyɛ deɛ bi apɛ sɛ ɔyɛ the right thing nti ɛno na bifi sɛ ama mon kyerɛkyerɛ Mr. Obeng Darko kyerɛkyerɛ deɛ fire de bia sɛ wa ma yɛ da yɛ na yɛti bom sɛ ke
Kare
Mr. Obeng Darko ma yɛti yɛka mu kra na yɛtie how to teach yourself money yɛtie Robert Kiyosaki money ade nti if you say kyerɛkyerɛ na ba na meti so obi nso ka sɛ yɛse yɛwɔ alpha hour alpha hour Obeng Darko hour na I think say baso
wait
hey ni support pa 100% Obeng Darko hour
hey wow
hey ni yetimi enya time tie amiasem obi no way against the word of God.
That's right.
Ni yetimi ko by yes be the alpha hour or no be send the link into me send the link am block because you catch us be ye adwuma 12 o'clock oma they will bet me half hour and we yen kyerɛkyerɛ a ɛyɛ abrofo na be di yes no mu di gya ɛyɛ poverty strategy because ema we lazy and Obeng Darko ɛka wɔ ne friend sɛ ne perspective mu say emri bia wani wodi wani be to obi so say so obi na bo ans na waye yie wodi wani to say nyame na mesika no ohia da kana wo pamama ho anointing oil mesika prophecy mesika fasting mesika
you want to start the fight
say ni pada sene ubete liability any asset
that's
you
right.
Say liability anything that is going out of your pocket be free bottom any liability accounting na yeke kan nyina bibire ni nyina Robert your friend say Kiyosaki kan was it liability essentially as sike free bottom akọ asset what is the eba bottom.
That's right.
Na so wanye adwuma na ma obotoma no akatana say meji me nhira ena afi next year misika sembe yi me wa wonya skanya 10 wonya 100 cedis a eso odi koye bibi na utimi dimu 70 Ghana de dibanku on kaisa o chine bi wo ho enti ye disane man village na be cripple ye ama ye enslaved in poverty because of what catch was say I feel will be the year now when you post to Facebook say amen you are receive my blessing receive what blessing blessing here the my had down
that's right
blessing any nim die ni nyansa na dia my any gold ni diamond na dia my any asase na wodua bibia wo so eyeye na any dia my
amazing
that's the blessing
that's it.
But you raise up no your naturalization no ama ye the entity de be ma information de be ma no adwene process any information bi abenya bia no e na kire wo su no wo ban a wo bebo because ye the atete say hey say wo go school wo benya certificate na obeye adwuma na watimi atoka na wasi dan abranti esi so ye ko hustle America na me nya sika me ko top roto but ya no
e go for be dia na
ya dia asase no say ko for be dia 12 years ago na dia asase no
omaje
enso say sika no ke bia at that time na nka mahu light na nka me bia me dey investment me dey say bibia ase
so the seed
because I feel it comes to a point and I'm in New York me dream say hey it me be full train akwadwuma say ya akosi 50 years sabra bo we dey moa me say me pe financial freedom part dey say me ko me kuro I have to go back that time yet ya brochire adwuma na this kind bia be adwuma ibu a oni ho nti na gu no mu twawudi ye be me bie lab me bie lab ni nyina omudi but I think say na enieme bi nkoyi na me nhua sika yie die no me fen ko hyese me maami bi na eye me o enieme bi nkoyi nti na ma ne gui leakages bi wo ho a mentimi tokru bi you know mentimi am blocking no enye beifo enye obi na ye say eneni wa boni bi ahwe no iti me nyonko fam no me church kaka metimi masem kaka metimi kan say me no fofo ne kakra bi because say wadan for na me ana madan for no na say o frame na we are not talking about business. I mean common means me common. We barely talk. Because Mr. Obeng Darko can on the book either perspective or Streamline they say wadan for every fair human also person entrepreneur obey how can you move forward when your friends are searching for job also say me person be a business ubejai and you have to be in the same boat with people who understand your language. Language now speaking. Me nyonko fo nyina ye friend ye di nkoma ye ka ade ebitimi kwan be na ye be fa so a ye benya financial intelligence. Say financial intelligence say ability to control cash flow. And ye be ye di sika bebre. It is yentimi
ability to control cash flow.
Ability to control cash flow, financial intelligence. Wow. And it's how the way and the NGO school man or Mr. Obeng Darko that you or accountant and a chartered auditor grant yasi liability and asset. Also want to watch out on liability and asset. Because why you be once you are being paid by Obinidi, we are poor. Wow. Because you earn the money, Obako si dying. Obeto asase obeware oma dan na obetua mortgage so untua mortgage kana there's always maintenance utim and fair income be a mind unya sika na it leaks out.
That's right.
Obi su benya sika obesi dan ontinem or the rent obetua mortgage all right but at the same time he has extra money.
That's right.
Into ubehu Uba ye kruma say a PhD for their day title no they are all poor. We see them as rich. And I'm so been that kind. I say there's a difference between being rich and beating poverty. So you who do now who bro here.
Wow.
Enti muma we as a youth no umi ehwe abrabo ye ye now for femu ye kasemu ye suban ye ti say oti ha say obo ha obefa bebia na obi blame penny bia ye say me blame obi ha because me nim so omoye die enhye mensa openi bi ema me ye kuro we yansa na me ma ye I mean omo de ensen kon be create a neighboring environment omo create that's fine the man create area oho na bo mu akwa keto akwa na oye penny in a way ye kwasea in a way ye jimi in a pennyfo num nyansa masa empenifo no mu free nkola mu na call penny when free penny na ba akwa.
That's right.
It is Obeng Darko kind a enchire a social naturalization is started from a fee. You started the way Mr. Obeng Darko starting now if the youth no ye mebunu because ye no be na say entrepreneur ba ko tana office wo it is nya some message we say necessary ye the boy man na e fired.
That's right.
Na say we starting to kwa to say Chini Jonas money o market catity America ho no they are still under the darkness. Adwene nya adwuma adwene yɛ adwuma nkɔteno broni kurom enni ukuru man peniatem sɛ wɔyɛ hwan so yɛ hwan masa ɛno ɛfa ho bɛyi because abrochiro no betena hey I'm living big no wo yɛ adwuma kɔsi so bo ɛna na is it one of your guys no piece of ability no also wo bɛyɛ adwuma bɛdu 70 so ba na ate future mi yare na ɔde bɛ fi
ɔde hyɛ ba
ɔde hyɛ ba ya also baba near down pay wo hasi obey juma sa because into ye juma from hand to mouth we ye debt trap because at the end oko akwaje besia oba akwaye juma we tua car loan car no won fan ya hwe o driving na akode ko juma ba we into de bia there's always leakages e kwa na san
yeah
there is Obeng Darko so kire say hey here sika no start here jumo was no koredi any seriousness and a bit me am why dey akọ it is here start bibia mo me nyire ye ho e be den enye easy o me shem adwuma se me se me pharmacy o mutimi bu edan no mo ko sese nuru me ma me o se ungo na nko tena wa America bi na onyo na se me go
una bega na ye
una bega unya kakra na jade ma na me media na me wu na me konam se you enyi na tena na ye di ni ewu ni akọ Mr. Obeng Darko is a business because Senator for the make court, GR for the make court. It's not be a rough.
Yes.
But the thing is, me sad no more can Mr. Obeng Darko say, baby, I will be a so wonders o take o mase. Uti ni pani swasi na so uti ni pani swasi ya utumi ejina baby ni omoko.
That's right.
Na wo san sua nyansa bibi esibia wo sua bibi film enti se wa anye saade no na mo tete abrochire na mo kan kwasa se mo toma ne na hwini ha hwini krom ha se
na chara fo no yede ha
ena Chinese fo nyina omsora no maba we sora no aba ha se hwini krom ha se any a call online here see a pedra bakrum ha India for no we send the message of free Ghana no I started the proposal bro a draw this can move on the Ghanaian market because a market of opportunities ain't this a wo mind this is a kwabro chance and why ye dear madam matter a poverty you are just digging your grave for poverty
wow
untumi nkosoda na sa kwa yempa abone akọche de na na chese wu krank
prophet for be yaw
prophet ye so omo jeju musika omo ye business no omo ye
obisi nyame yi a chere se president no am se mo de se nyame nyi ba bia go donation chere mo da
debi
se ba beto obi nyame be great
madam fu binance oyare ena okọ afa wa ni bi ena mbizanse na wabon pae ena nitina wose wanya code enkoe wose adentin makeka so wabon pae na enkoe na me se he wonse me ka cho se empire bon emma ohunto guess what nyamema unimdie nti na abefo edane ne emani edi aye aduro nti wo yare na ati o ya na afa bibi kakra se ya etimi boa ebi a lifestyle bi nti na ma utini yo ya uja saade na
ebeko yeah
the command aduro kakra ne eyi edi so ye hunmu bi ekọ missing bible once your prayer didn't save you intimi enye se me mpenya go bet nyankopon ma yesa nimdie no
that's right
inti young person na wesi so no me u associate bibia to superstition ena me koye adwuma ena me nkwa ye medi ena mfi se me ma me no mu fiefo na me se me ni sa nkomo no Me, I don't do those kind of conversation. You have to come up with a new strategy, and because the best conversation it gets boring because me to me can be. Say, oh, for dear we ko ha say, would the way you say, oh, done now, a baby, dear son, and so yeah.
Yes.
We as a youth, need a see a me any bread, a see the beer you sing at ye brain once, your network, your bisa questions.
That's right.
Kwaye jumana sika kakraba ansema na de kotoka o de kusiasa o de kotasa ase.
What's the capital the basic?
My wife ene ya yedwuma nti see a be four shops nti ke de bi ko see a dine crash see a hand ko dine. Mr. Obeng see there be me see dine. Nemu business ni intimu ye baby I say yitimi di business ne kon ye nu ho. Inti ye de nti na yesa akopɛ saa sika na de be ekusi dan because dan no see want me wie when we so kwa odi akra na landguard fast akofa bi me so me menya saa experience twice. Inti me ma saa de ne ye de ensi bi mu da once you are in the business field.
That's right.
The BSM ma wo no kredi eye pepeye because who di no kra de bia wo enkofo boa wo kone dru ni sika bibia ye nya dru ade bia wo ton bia wo kwa na de amount ene me kwa na skemi so ene me kwa na skemi so mo se o madru bia ba ho aye den cash only na me se o cash amon fa ma de wo de ye de be ma ade wo de se enum so obetua
wow
me wo na ma sign check ama mo monye nko wo de enum se kwa e beba no kredi one kind of crab youth na yaba na yemu bi en kan okre ena wo de ade we man ena fine e kosi ena na de me ma wo se ena na de ordinance de a wonku ani mu da wo wi ase o ena
Kawe
ena
Kawe ora poni enkoda
ya kan say e begusu atie Mr. Obeng mu na ye de bebo ye bra na ye gusu network ye ho no kredie enye pepeye emu be den e do be fa se bit still no sipise de me pese me ye no ahomaso because ahomaso enfa nko ba bia bro ho ase susu kasa susu din komo obi wo ye adwuma na ye kakra bia opese wi ase nyina hu se aha me na minie
afao
bro ho ase nkomodie mu no susu fa wo ase nyina atodwa enye sika mfa nkotoka bie wadwuma no mu ntre di nukure treat woma woni omo ye anase wadwuma no mu no uye akai om because no matter what no ye betu adi ni added betu benye nipa bi few because adwuma no ho on me ye uhia team be ma team no so nte o culture se.
That's right.
Bra o boy adwuma culture, what's the way of life adwuma no musuban to say this will be at culture na say then they move towards your vision.
Wow.
Man you are doing sisi council nyame na dema nyame meska man you are doing so say sika is money is root of all evil. Hey, sika is all root of evil. Not say what doing here do mo ka sika is root of all evil. Then here the Bible verse na kan what does it profit am if he gains the whole world no more say we are see japa die nyina na se wo frɛ wo krankwa ena me komodie okrum ha te
engrofo na to kire yo omo cheji ya be
se mi nye wi ase japa die nyina na se me hre me krankwa enso ko hospital ntimi ntua bill na wo yira won so no waka hospital yenyi sa mindset ni mfrim ne de bia yensua de ne nkofo ni nkomo ye moa nkofo
That's
right. No betimi ayede aboa ne akwa ni damase.
That's it, Chamai. Probably that's it. That's it. The last person, Siraj, if you are here, you can wrap up for us and then we are out. Are you here? Hello, Siraj. Okay, so we want to say thank you for taking your time to watch this. Please share the channel with your friends and with your family, people who you think will see some wisdom in what we have discussed. And the Munina say, Kofi Bonsu Yadawase. Yamin Shraina. There'll be a time I ever sign. I give you the Munina.